not reminding them of stuff and like trying to get them to like remember and like get through it. And we had our first character go down, get knocked out, and start making death saves and stuff. And everybody was like, "Why are you so mean?" I'm like, "What?"
Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. See, Jeff, that's just by. You think this is mean? Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Let me show you.
Just wait.
I was like, the person that got knocked down, she's playing a rogue, and I was like, she attacks, and she's like, "Okay, attack," and that's the end of my turn. I'm like, "You don't want to do anything else?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Why don't you take a look at your sheet, see if there's anything else you can do?" "No, I'm gonna stay right here." And I said, "Okay."
She a swashbuckler. She could have swashbuckled.
Well, no, she wanted to do magic, and I was like, "Do you really want to be arcane trickster for your like first thing?" But she's doing pretty good. She's got like a good mind for it. But like, I was like, "You really just gonna stand right in front of this barbarian? All right, he's gonna beat the shit out of you." So,
yeah.
Good lesson.
You can't do that till you're level 5. You can uncanny dodge.
Yeah, and I was like, bonus action, disengage, and she'll remember, right? But yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, everyone's like, "I can't believe you would actually do that." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Actually, I told you guys from the start, you guys could die. Like, I'm not. I'm just easy. We're easing into it, but they're having fun. It's been fun.
Ashley, your sword looks fine. We just have to remember that you don't get the fire damage unless you burn a charge to ignite it.
Yes. Alrighty. Well,
I believe it's time.
I do believe it is time. I'll roll the intro and then I'll roll the recap. Friends, foes, and fiends, you're listening to Ghoulbusters, A Grave Adventure, the third D&D campaign in a continuity known as the Descendancy series, featuring Angie as Aaliyah, Ashley as Althea, Brandon as Ari, Brian as Avon, Jeff as Joyblade, Rosie as Arabella, and finally Brad, our game master and advocate for fate itself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Ghoulbusters. I am your humble recapper for this week, Avon Elsdeath. You're going to need to sit down for this one because it's going to be very long since a lot has gone on. After we had gotten done saving Rosalind Turner, the real one this time around, we then split the party up between myself, Arabella, and Ari, and then Joyblade, Aaliyah, and Althea went to go and secure Miss Rosalind Turner to the circus to apparently get a new identity, or what have you. Us three, however, went to go see the Kobold King and instructed him of what actually happened, and for him to lay low with his people, as they may be implicated as they have been in the past. After a bit of tensions between the two of us, we agreed upon terms, and he paid me the sum that was necessary for us to bring back one of the main council members' hands to prove that she was implicated into this. On to Miss Aaliyah, Althea, and Mr. Joyblade. They meet over at the circus, meeting with a couple of Joyblade's friends, particularly Grimsnarl, Dagon, and Lisette. Althea finds out that the circus is actually not just a circus. It is the carnival. It is a demiplane. It is very interesting that even Joyblade possibly doesn't even know this, but Althea, being part of the Fae, seems to work in her favor in this. They decide that they want to get their fortunes read by Amelia. Althea gets some very good clues on her prophetic poem about her history, and the fortune teller gives her a blade as she was trained under the same swordmaster as Althea. Good for her. He's a bit of a stickler, but he's a good one. Afterwards, I get called to go see Captain Conflict, my former boss, but I'll get to that in a second. To write up the report on what's going on currently with my investigation, Miss Arabella. We then split up again, with Arabella checking on one of the Red Sisters' sanctuaries, and Ari completing his oath. We then move to Arabella. When she sees one of the Red Sisters' sanctuaries, it is open, and finds out that they have disposed of evidence before they left town, and then the name of Felicia is one of the names that is noticed. Peculiar indeed. Ari performs his oath to Kors, and is surprised when his sword is coated in ice, despite his god being the epitome of light and justice during the night. Also peculiar. After which, we head back to the circus itself. Aaliyah decides to go to a shopkeep, and is gifted with a magical dagger, but nothing comes for free. The shopkeep actually wishes for a deal to be made in exchange for one of her memories. She gives it freely, and loses one of the memories that she had of one of the encounters that she had from when she was younger. I, however, have the worst of this. I begin to give my report to Captain Conflict. I redact numerous things from my report, and I'm unable to tell where certain people were and who their names truly were. I did not want to give false information. I informed Captain Conflict that Rosalind Turner is in the morgue is a doppelganger, and the problem is the body was taken out after her father identified it. I instructed that I do not know how high this corruption goes. It could go all the way up to the top and then trickle down from there. So I tried to be as discreet as possible and not put anything on the report. He did not take that lightly. And due to that, I resigned my position as an investigator for the Warning Guild. However, I have other employment elsewhere. After which, everyone gets done. We met at the Sloppy Salamander. We were met by Grisella, one of my former girlfriends. And after getting embarrassed a bit, I was able to give the password to her, and we used the secure room to be able to discuss things. The secure room is not able to be scried upon and has a silence on the painted walls. So nothing was going to get out. After unfortunately getting nowhere with Aaliyah and her obvious fixation on doppelgangers, even it makes no sense, she's human, why would she have a problem with it, but I digress. We split up and headed out for the night, though. Dejected, I went back to my room, and Arabella met back with me. She saw my ability to sacrifice my own position in order to perceive justice as it should be, as a sort of virtue, which I found very moving. And she signed a blood agreement with me to protect me while I still continue to do my job, as well as find out what is going on with the people of Zobek. And I happily agreed. Aaliyah and Althea headed back to the mansion, and unfortunately are confronted by her aunt, Lady Stormrun, about why they were in a magically secure room with myself, almost strangling Althea to death with a mage hand. Very, very peculiar. After which, Joyblade and Arabella decided they wanted to form a mutual partnership in exchange for information and coercion in the sexual manner. I then spoke with Ari, and he apologized for his previous tones he's had in the past, and he agreed to work with me on the side of justice, and I find that also very noble of him. And finally, Arabella met with Lady Stormrun, and she learned more information about her father's murderers, and that one of the people behind it resides in Jost, and to find someone named Ascalon, who took something from her. What she took, no one knows. Afterwards, Miss Aaliyah asked the party to come down to dinner with Dr. Brom, and that's where we leave today.
All right.
It's
quite a long recap, but much needed.
Unfortunately, yeah. Reason why I was so long is because unfortunately we are down one today because Rosie is currently in Vegas for her birthday.
Say hi to Rosie, everyone.
Happy birthday, Rosie.
Happy birthday, Rosie.
Happy birthday, Rosie.
Just got notice from my wife that they have landed and just checked into their hotel a little bit ago.
Aww.
Yeah, Rosie posted in here as well.
Yeah.
She's in the chat, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Even when you were supposed to be doing other things, you should be doing other things. That's good. So yeah, those of you who are listening into there, when we have something like this happen, we'll have a long roleplay session outside of game, and then we'll do the recap for the roleplay. So that way, if anything important comes up, y'all know about it.
Yeah, usually it's not very much, but man, this week you guys must have been bored.
Probably.
Well, yeah, maybe.
We were really excited about the game.
Yes, we are, of course. Are we ready to play some D&D?
I believe so.
Do it.
Yes.
Now recording.
It's
Bearbot.
Therein lies the Bearbot. We pick up the next morning from when the actual session left off. Joyblade coming out of Arabella's room, his boots in his hand, a pocket full of gold, and a jaunty whistle on his lips. As he heads back to his room, about at a time that he will encounter Aaliyah with an invitation that he can't pass up. Meanwhile, as this goes on, across the city in Avon's apartment, Avon, you just start to kind of wake up, not with a jolt or at the hurry of knowing you're going to be late, but for the first time in a long time, knowing you have nowhere to be right here in the day. So you just kind of lay in bed, your eyes slowly open, feel the sunlight drifting in through the window right upon you. Just take a moment to kind of center yourself and take a deep breath as you hear a crash as a brick comes through your window.
He just sighs and just goes, God, so I'm going to need to probably pay some extra to get that fixed. I should have to see if he can't have bars in his windows. Should probably get used to this. As he'll get up and look at the brick. Does it say anything on it?
The brick doesn't say anything on it, no.
Okay, cool. As he'll just kind of like leave it on the nightstand.
You set it down on the nightstand, walk over, look out the window, and see from your second-story apartment, you look down on the street, and there you see her. She's always beautiful. But for you, she's really pretty, especially when she's angry, and she wears a look of righteous fury on her face. As your paramour, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, Alessa Strauss, glares up from the street up at you. You piece of shit!
Oh, fuck. What are you doing here?
A Dear John letter? A fucking Dear John letter?
Oh, come up here now. We're fucking.
Oh, you want me to come up there? She reaches into, abnormally deep into her purse and pulls out another brick.
Fuck, just come up here and I will explain. All right?
Oh, now you want to talk. Now you want to talk. She throws it, perfect football spiral through your other window.
Damn it, woman! This is not about fucking breaking shit right now. Please, darling, come up here and we will discuss this.
Oh, we're going to discuss this. She stomps her way to the bottom.
Thank you. Fuck. He's just like trying to at least look somewhat decent. It just, God damn it. Why is she here? He keeps saying, why is she here?
You hear a key being turned in your front door.
He just waits for her.
She comes in, walks in, just takes off her very nice coat, throws it over the couch, sets her purse down, and puts her fists on hips. Well?
I told you in the letter. Exactly that.
You're breaking up with me by a letter. No, you don't break up with me by a letter.
I'm not. I will look at her, and he's almost like he's getting to the point where he's almost trembling. He just looks at her and goes, I quit my job.
So what, now you think because you don't have a job, you're not good enough for me? I tell you when you're not good enough for me.
I understand that. It's not about that. It's about...
You're seeing someone else, aren't you?
I am not.
It's that pale bitch you've been walking around town with. I knew she was trying to fuck you.
She is employing me. And she is already trying.
Is that what we call it now? Is that what we call it? She's employing you. I know what she's employ you for.
I will grab the contract and I'll go, look, she's employing me.
Look. Let me see that. And she takes it, like pulls out a pair of reading glasses. She's going line by line, looking for something in there.
There's nothing. It's ironclad.
I'm reading.
Oh, I was saying that out of character. It's ironclad.
Yeah, I know there's nothing in it.
When Avon makes a contract and an agreement, he makes sure that there is no loopholes.
Yes, I see nothing in here that says that you can't have a girlfriend. So therefore, she holds up your letter. This is now null and void. Where's a candle? I need to set this on fire.
Don't, darling, please. Okay, listen, just... As he starts tearing up, he looks at her with a very poignantly true face and goes, I don't know how deep this goes anymore. This is the deepest I have ever had an investigation. And I have tried telling Captain Conflict about this, but I don't trust anyone.
See, she reaches out and cups you by the cheek, cuts you off. You're stressed, darling. I'm going to make you some tea right now. And she turns around and goes over to the stove, casts a little bonfire cantrip, and starts to make tea for you.
He doesn't have any...
No, she starts pulling, Mary Poppins style, pulling things out of her bag, which you know is also a bag of holding.
Yeah, I guarantee you that was something that he gave as an engagement present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's just like, listen.
Look, I know what you're going to say, Avon. I already know. It's perfect. It's fine. You need a job. I'll talk to my family. We'll get you set up with something nice.
Alyssa, please. Just listen to me. And I will tell you exactly why I wrote that letter. All right?
Do you mean what you said in this letter? Because if you mean what you said in this letter, I'm going to take my father's dagger and stab you. She pulls a dagger out of her purse that is black bladed with the edge is purple, which you recognize as a Vorpal dagger.
Uh-huh.
Super illegal to have in the city.
Uh-huh.
For those of us that don't know, what is the significance of a Vorpal dagger?
Vorpal enchantment weapons are usually one of the most prized basic enchantment weapons you can possibly have. In earlier editions, they were nat 20 kill weapons. In current one, they're like plus 66 on crits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's like a prized possession for her. And it's like, Avon will start to like halfway cry now. And it's like, I can't fucking lose another one.
Because you're not going to. She sets a cup of tea still steaming right in front of you.
I can't make that choice again. I can't. I've already lost one to my job. Far before you. It's the reason why Grisella, even though I dated her, I don't want her a part of this. It's the reason why I'm trying to keep you away from this. It's because I don't want to bury another person. I can't bury another wife.
Darling, people have been trying to kill my family for centuries now, and they have not yet succeeded. Deposed us, yeah, sure, but murdered, no, not really. So you're going to drink your tea. I'm going to go have brunch with the girls, and I'm going to check in with you later. I'm thinking we do something light for dinner tonight. What do you think? Perfect, honey. Love you. She kisses you on the cheek and then heads out.
I will grab her hand beforehand, and like he's sobbing right now. He's absolutely sobbing. And he just goes, please. It was not going to be forever. Only
It's
until this
not
was
going
done.
to be ever, dear. Besides, if one of us dies, I'll pay for the resurrections, and then it'll be fine. Now, drink your tea and have a shower, darling.
Okay. As he will like sniff, like wipe his tears, and he will go in for a very long kiss for her, just like, I love you, Odessa.
See, and that's why you don't get to leave this relationship until we both agree to it.
I understand.
Because if I left it to you, you'd have left me 6 times already, and you don't have enough windows for that, darling.
4 times, and 1 time I would have already come back.
She gives you one more quick kiss, and she heads out.
So he'll wipe the last of his tears off, and he will go to his leather-bound book, his older one. And inside of there is a bookmark. It is a feather that's been petrified. And he will like spin it across his fingertips. And he'll go, not gonna fuck this one up this time, Petra. I can't.
You put that back in your book and close it up, and you hear a knock on your door again.
Come in.
See, it opens up. You see a pair of half-orcs that you recognize as Smitty and Scruffy. Hey, Mr. Elspeth, we got your replacement windows here. Miss Olessa called us this morning, told us we need to be here.
Oh, well, at least I know for a fact that she's already prepared for this thing. Thank you. You two are actually very poignant. I wasn't expecting you already. I'm a little bit out of sorts. Sorry.
Hey, we didn't see nothing here but a broken window, sir.
2 broken windows, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. He'll coin an extra gold each for them.
Cool.
And he will get dressed and put Peacekeeper in his back pocket, and we'll just kind of fold the letter and keep it in his leather-bound journal. Just go, sometimes you just gotta remember to go and trust her, Avon. Right? She's not like the past, but always be cautious. Please stop being an idiot. And he'll head out after they get done.
You go to head out from there. We're gonna bounce from there. Couple hours later, first part of the morning, check in on Aaliyah and Althea. Now, you've already had your meeting with Joyblade about attending the dinner tonight with you.
Yes. Okay, it is tonight, so I'm making sure I have everything. Make sure Althea has something pretty to wear. Pretty that does not restrict movement.
Does she have something pretty to wear?
I can get you something, I'm sure. But I can have somebody get you something, I am sure. You need to invite your date.
I am a bodyguard. I don't get a date.
We talked about this.
Didn't we talk about this?
You talked about this, and Aaliyah's been pretty much on the side of better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Sorry. Or. Well, I don't want my auntie to murder you, but Avon could be useful here. He's obnoxiously sharp.
Perhaps a bit too obnoxious, honestly.
Well, yes.
Ouch, my pride.
Yeah, that hurt me, and you weren't even talking about me. Jeez.
I've been mostly referring to you when you're not around as that meddling investigator.
Pry on command over here, and y'all fucking hurting my pride more.
In a room down the hall, you hear Joyblade go, "Damn!"
Joyblade, are you listening
across
in?
the city,
No.
Ari shuts up suddenly, like,
Yeah.
oh my god!
Oh man.
Someone just cast vicious mockery.
I don't even know, but Althea, I still don't even know if I'm supposed to have some sort of history with Ari. He has never actually clarified. Every time anyone asks, the subject seems to get changed.
Perhaps it would
But
be best.
I think there's nothing going on. Yes.
Perhaps it would be best if we had Ari along instead. Family friend.
No, that's what I would have thought. But then he said he didn't want my family to know who he is. And he never even gave a name to use. Did he? No, he didn't. So I don't even know who we're supposed to be pretending he is.
Then it's settled. I shall have no date.
You ask him and find out his. No, you invite Ari and find out what we're meant to call him.
Althea mentally notes that she will pointedly forget to do this.
Still not sure what's going on with Joyblade. He apparently has heard of this doctor, which surprises me. There's definitely a lot more going on that he hasn't told me.
Can I roll a history check on the doctor?
Yeah, go for it.
Doctor, what's his name?
Drum.
Drum. Yeah.
Oh, come on, I clicked you. 11.
11. Only in the most basics, you do know, yeah, there's some kind of hospital, you think, over on one of the northern side of town, and assume he's the doctor that works there.
Okay. So nothing worth.
Basically nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
Althea says,
we will find you a beautiful dress. Maybe with some slits up the legs so you have freedom of movement.
She nods. Cool.
Remember, when we're alone is the time that you get to argue with me. If you don't agree with something, because in public it won't do. But
well, I think you're being a bit too rash with Joyblade.
What do you mean?
I mean, you hardly know the man.
I know, but unfortunately, I already am bound to help him learn everything he wants. I realized my guard was down, and that's how it is now.
Althea puts another tally in the kill Joyblade mark in her head.
But I also still feel there's something like myself there. I told you when yeah, I like Joyblade. I want to trust him. I don't have much choice, do I?
She just kind of turns and looks out the nearest window.
Sometimes some of my people are unfortunately orphans because parents don't always if one of their parents is not one of us and the baby is born to the wrong parent, they get abandoned, they get abused. I feel like Joyblade must be one of those.
She nods. I mean, you obviously know more about this subject than I do, so.
And you, I hope you're going to put enough trust in me to tell me more. No more surprises like this prophecy, okay? I want you to trust me.
To trust you is to trust Joyblade, and I'm not sure that I do right now.
Fair enough. If there's something I don't know, just don't tell me I don't know it.
Well, obviously.
Okay.
I've been
You're
good
right.
at keeping secrets this long.
Yes, you have. I'm looking forward to this.
It'll be nice to wear a dress again.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hop away from over here. Ari, what are you up to on this day right now?
Morning. I don't remember whether or not what day it was I was supposed to meet the folks from the temple, the clockwork god or whatever.
They wanted you to come meet them the next day and bring at least one other members of your group. They didn't name all of the members of your group. They said, bring any of them you can.
Thought they only named most of the members and one of them was unpronounceable.
One of them was unpronounceable, yes.
Ahem.
Well, let's see. I'm not even. Well, I guess I know where one of them are. I guess I will. I guess I will. Well, first things first. I guess I'll see if Aben's around. It's easy to find.
Yeah, I mean, there's been 2 bricks that have been thrown through windows, and a carriage probably
But I
went
don't know
off.
where your apartment is.
I mean, you met with me before. Yeah. Well,
But at any rate, I thought the group was going to meet at the whatever salamander.
I invited everybody
anyway.
to stay at my estate that wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think Avon would have taken me up on that, but you could have.
Well then, yeah, I'd probably be there. So I guess I'll just look around and see who's available and are we supposed to go meet at that one place to grab some breakfast or something? We were gonna all meet up in the morning. There's some folks that want to talk to us, by the way, too.
Who are you
Ran into
talking
them last
to?
night.
Yeah.
Whoever I run into first. I don't know.
You run into Joyblade first.
Damn it.
You see him in the midst of getting sized up for his suit to match Aaliyah. Right. I suppose we should round up the others and do that. We do need to be back in time for the dinner. It's a big thing. I'm not sure if you're going as well, but perhaps I can grab Aaliyah and Althea. We can get Avon on the way, and we should meet them. We should do it post haste before the dinner. It's still early, right? It's pretty early in the morning, Brad. We're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just want to talk to us. I don't think it's gonna take long, and then we still have the entire day in front of us. So.
Okay, I'll go with. Yeah, I'll go grab Althea and Aaliyah and ask them if they want to come along with us to go do this, and then we can grab Avon on the way. But yeah, I'll just do that. Run by, knock on your guys' door if you're available. Pardon me, Lady Aaliyah. Would you all like to accompany us? We need to head to this meeting.
Where are we meeting? With who?
I
Ari's
don't
got the
think Ari
details.
told that to everybody because he got that like last thing last
Yeah.
session.
Ari had some details. There's someone that needs to
Ari.
speak with us as a collective, so he's got the information.
Okay. Ari, right. That's fine then, right? Althea? I think.
Althea is practicing with her new sword and not really paying attention.
Althea, come on. Time to invite Ari to dinner. Let's go. As long as we're not going to that other inn with that room. Auntie didn't care for that.
The secret sex room, Avon's secret sex room.
That's not what she assumed.
Oh. All right. Well, we can get him on the way.
Runs her throat.
I don't think Avon's there. He would. I think he mentioned staying at his place. He had his own place in the city. We can get him on the way to meet with this group.
Okay, we've got to be very careful with him.
Good advice for anybody, really.
Yes. Auntie somehow knew where we had gone and did not care for the fact that we were with Avon specifically in that specific room.
Brad, correct me if I'm wrong, or actually, Brian, maybe you can remind me. That room that you guys brought us into, you specifically told us would shield us, right? That was the whole premise of it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yep.
What check, Brad, would I make to be like, to connect the dots of like, how did Lady Stormrun even know? Like, no one's supposed to know we're in there. It's supposed to shield us. So what?
I have ideas as to why she knows.
Roll me either Arcana or Insight. An Arcana would be a lower DC than the Insight would be.
Let's go for Arcana. 19.
19, very nice. The most logical explanation is that Lady Stormrun was already scrying on one of you in the group, and that when you entered the room, you would have disappeared from the scry.
Got it. Okay, I'll make a mental note of that, but I'll do my best not to like jump on it. We'll avoid the room. I don't think that's where we're going, but
okay, good.
I do think we should get him. I know we're all sort of out of sorts with what's going on, but ultimately he did lose his job attempting to shield us as best he could. So we should follow up.
Yeah, carefully. She's not going to like that first thing in the morning after last night. I go to see him.
Yeah. We'll leave that part out. We'll just omit that part. And as we're walking down the hall, I'm going to snap my finger, and out from the shadows crawls my mangy cat, Mal, that hops up on my shoulders. All right, let's
give
head
him
out.
some scritches between the ears. All right. Let's go, and we've got to be back in time to get ready for dinner. You're not being left off the hook, Joyblade.
Oh, I love these fancy dinners. It's nicer than anything I've ever had the chance to attend. I bought a suit to match your dress.
Oh. She actually kind of shuffles her feet, looking down, blushing a little.
If Arabella was here, I'd give her a wink like, thanks for the pocket change. But
Jesus
oh,
She's funding your date with someone else.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. What can I say? All right, let's go get Avon and we'll go do this meeting.
Yeah. Where's Ari? I assume he wasn't here because he didn't say much of anything.
You go back downstairs and you find Ari in the main foyer.
Okay.
Ari, let's have
Good
a
morning.
conversation.
Good morning, Ari. I hope you slept well.
Well, other than the room across the way being a little noisy, and he gives Joyblade a look.
Oh, also too.
I imagine Arabella's recovering from her trials and tribulations the last few days.
Actually, a quick thing I wanted to also remember to clarify. Anybody who would have went to go check Arabella's room would have found that she's gone with a note that says, catch up with you later, had to go investigate something.
Okay. I incited Ari, like giving Joyblade a look. I don't know that I would have, like, something's odd there, but oh well.
I'm squinting and looking away in the distance, like, what? What's that over there? Is that Avon? Quickly, change scenes, Brad.
Wow.
Literally
Yeah,
pushing
Ari doesn't
the
act. I
artist.
mean, he's just sort of. He's just got a little bit of a smile on his face about that, and like.
You guys make your way out
going?
of you guys make your way out of the manor, head by the pub where Avon frequents. Probably meet him, run into him along the way, or you stop there and like get information from the barkeep about where Avon lives. She knows where his apartment is.
Oh, I want to make a note of it. I want to know where everybody lives.
Avon probably stays in the middle to upper part of Zobek. He's not in like the rich district, but he is at least in a comfortable area. It is one of the oldest apartments, though.
I think I've also ordered us a carriage so that we're not taking too long. I don't want to be late for anything later.
Absolutely not, because Ilya doesn't want to walk like a commoner. Cool, you guys arrive at Avon's apartment.
Althea says, I'll run up and grab Avon real quick.
All right. So Ari, Ari.
Yes, Leah.
It's been a long time since we knew each other.
Perhaps in human years, yes.
Oh. I invited Joyblade to a dinner, and I'm hoping that your feelings aren't going to be hurt here.
No, not at all. Not at all. I realize it's been a while and we've changed.
Can I, as he's saying this, just detect thoughts? I want to see what the surface thoughts of his like time with Aaliyah was, because he's being so tight-lipped about it. I want to fucking know so
and
bad.
Aaliyah doesn't fucking know.
I just want to see, like, as he says, like, oh yeah, it's been a while. Like, does anything come up in the immediate for Ari? Like, oh, we had a picnic, or like, oh, it was like this, we just hung out and studied. I don't know. Like, what comes up in the immediate?
I think the surface thoughts are, the surface thoughts are, that was like, seems like just yesterday to me, but I understand that, humans age differently, and thought there was something there, but obviously there's nothing there now.
I'm gonna tack one onto this, Ari, as you're having that moment of thought of like, oh, it seemed like it was just yesterday to me, but for you, that was a lot of years. Like, oh God, am I becoming my grandfather?
Oh no.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I'm sorry, Ari. I'm so happy to see you here again, and I really am, and I really enjoyed reconnecting. I just think that we still may have drifted apart a little bit. Although I'm still hoping
it's
to rekindle a friendship.
We're definitely friends, Aaliyah. Don't worry. We are still definitely friends.
All right. You don't mind then if I show interest in other people?
Not at all. Not at all.
She nods.
Can I insight check him? I'm like, this is also feels weird because you guys are talking and Althea's gone. So I'm just sitting there, like reading your mind and insight checking. Can I just
Joyblade, also, did you want to push deeper into Ari when you cast Detect Thoughts?
Man, I kind of do. It alerts him if I do, right? Yeah, fuck it. We'll go for it.
If you do and he fails, he knows, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
only
gonna,
if he's,
I'm gonna try. I mean, obviously, I'm fucking listening. I'm sitting right there. So yeah, I will try to go deeper and see if I can get more of like.
Cool. What's your safety DC?
14.
14. Ari, give me a wisdom save. DC 14.
Just a second. I just realized I have not actually logged into Roll20 yet.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Wow, there's
Yeah, there
not
are
having your
journeys
sheet
that
open and then there's not having the page open. I think that's
We've
a
been
double
playing
drink.
for 45 minutes, Brandon.
It's all been role playing. What do I need to have that open for?
Yeah,
He's just
because
You
vibing.
we
didn't
never
even
rolled
know what
dice
we
during
were
our role
rolling
play.
for anything.
He didn't see anybody's rolls. He's like, that sounds cool to me.
Yeah.
Here's what happens. The next time this happens, Brad, you got to throw a random dexterity check.
Too funny, man.
Okay, which save am I doing here?
Wisdom save, yeah.
DC 14.
It's-
14.
Yep.
That's a success.
That is pretty good.
15 is a success.
It's a 15. Yeah, you
You get your +1 from your item, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
you feel Joyblade push into your mind and then back out and audibly say, "My bad. I just felt a little bit on the outside. This was you were talking about me. I'm sitting right here. I don't mean to intrude." And then he'll just kind of.
You and you're reading Ari's
I will just turn
mind.
around.
You know, Joyblade, it is considered a very, very serious offense to try to do that kind of thing to a person. You realize that, right? I will forgive you this time because I understand that, you perhaps don't have the upbringing, but it's okay. It's good.
He'll kind of like tap his nose and point at you, like, "Yeah, you got it. I don't have the upbringing." And then say, "Apologies. It's so reactionary. When you're working in the circus and you're trying to make a little bit of extra coin, it helps. I'll give you some privacy." And he'll just turn around, and his back will be to you too as you continue your conversation.
So yeah, I am.
You don't have to go that far. You don't have to like turn around and put your back to us.
It's la 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 la.
Literally going, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick myself in this hole right here. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it worse if I turn back around. No, let's go to Althea.
Yeah, well, you're going to go upstairs to Althea as you arrive at the door to Avon's apartment.
She knocks on the door.
I didn't order food at this point. Yes, come in.
Althea, you open the door, look into the room, see there's a pair of half-orcs over in the corner sweeping up broken glass and putting in a new window.
Dear gods, what happened?
Nothing that isn't fixed already.
Well, that sure is ominous.
Yeah.
Look. Ari has gathered some information and wants us to meet someone.
All right.
We came to get you.
Okay. Why? I'm not an investigator for the Warning Guild anymore, so I don't really serve any purpose.
Well, your skills as an investigator are still valid. And valued.
That's the first nice thing you said to me today.
It unfortunately will probably not be the last thing.
Oh. And you think that
he came up a lot colder.
Oh, wow.
He just kind of like seems back, just like, do you think ill of me?
So I don't know if that was a compliment or an insult.
I think my sword's a flame blade compared to that.
Yeah.
God, call her Flame Tongue. What the fuck? he kind of leans back, just like, do you think ill of me?
I do not know what to think of you yet, Avon Elstes. I know that you have proven to be quite obnoxious.
Thank you, I guess. I mean, I've met your people before, but I didn't think someone like yourself would be so
Blunt?
abrupt. I'm the one supposed to be blunt, but you're just abrupt. That's the one problem. You have problems like conversating with people.
Well, I am a bodyguard.
Yes, but that still doesn't mean you can't be charming.
She kind of bats her eyelashes at you and says, "What, do you want me to charm you?"
No, thank you. I'm engaged.
You're one of the
already, thank
orcs
you.
over in the corner. I wouldn't mind if she charmed me.
I mean, he'll just kind of like motion over, just like, they're single. They're a lot stronger than me.
Maybe I don't like strong men.
Aw.
I mean,
Oh.
it's okay. Miss Grisella will hook you up as she always does.
All right, I'll just stay here, fix windows like I do.
It's like, it's all right. It's all right. Like, Miss Grisella's going to take care of you. She always does. Tell her she came for me. All right?
Avon,
Yes.
we need to be going. And I don't know if you were told or not, but there's going to be a dinner at the Stormrun Manor.
Definitely not going.
Well, you weren't invited, so... But...
Man, the party was up today, and we chose violence. That's what we chose.
What the fuck out there? Oh my god!
All of the bullseyes are on Avon today.
Jeez, man, they're just
Wow.
coming to eat.
Jesus.
I'll
Avon just
bet it
Avon
came
just
to
puts his
take
hand.
names today.
He just puts his hand over his chest like a shark. It's like, oh, my still beating heart. Oh, whatever I'm supposed to do. I wasn't invited to a dinner.
The reason I bring this up, you were not invited, but if you somehow were to gather information without being there on a certain doctor, what was his name?
Drum.
Drum. Dr. Drum.
History check. 22.
22. Dr. Drum, renowned psychiatrist, even though psychiatry is a very fringe science right now. I've been running the St. Brutus Institute for Incurably Criminal Children for several years now. White, highly regarded, but also a known recluse. He doesn't make public appearances very often.
Avon?
You know, to me said criminally insane children.
Yes, incurably criminal children, something like that. I don't know. I keep changing the name, the long name every time I recite it.
Yeah.
Avon has a master's degree in psychology. And that was about 120 years ago. Would he have known about him back then? Or no? Is he just a human?
He's not human. He's actually raven folk.
Oh, he's a Kenku. Okay.
No, raven folk.
No.
Raven folk.
Different,
okay.
Yeah.
Pause for a moment while there's a slight difference. It's like the difference between certain brands of elves, really. Give me a second while I check the ages at raven folks. Raven folks live to be about 110. So no, you would not have known him back then.
Okay. So
Kenku are shorter, so I think I would say raven folk and Kenku are like the difference between humans and halflings.
Okay, cool. Halflings live to be like pretty old, like 400.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what the specific difference is between a Kenku and a raven folk.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's mostly its height.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he'll just like, why is that an issue? I mean, he's a renowned, around at almost everything that's actually been going by. And well, I kind of wish I actually understood some of the studies when I was studying psychology in college. But why him?
Because he'll be attending the dinner.
Ah, is there any proof that I should be looking out for him?
In character, I feel like there should be a reason. Out of character, I can't remember what it is.
Aaliyah has not brought this up with you at all.
I think the only reason that in character Althea would want information on Dr. Drum is purely in your bodyguard duties. There's going to be a dinner tonight. You need to know if this person will be some kind of threat to your charge.
Okay.
So just speculation based on self-preservation as well as your charge. Correct. Got it. Well, I can pace his office. It's been a while since I've had to do any work for him. But, I mean, it would at least give me something to do. I mean, sure.
Good. Now, the rest of us are waiting in the carriage downstairs, so if you'll grab your things and we'll be on our way.
He's been ready this whole time.
He's been ready this whole time.
Pick up your notebook and stuff, put that in the inside of your pocket and start to head out. You have...
Hold on. There's one other thing that Althea does.
Okay.
She walks over to the two half-orcs, pats them both on the head and says, "But I never said you weren't attractive."
Oh, thank you. You're the prettiest I've ever seen.
And she turns on her heel and walks away.
As you're walking away, Althea, it does occur to you that Aaliyah was really on you about having a date to tonight's dinner.
You know what? You're right.
I did tell her who to ask, too. I did. It wasn't a random half-orc.
Yeah, but you're both Fae. But what's more Fae than turning an order right completely on its head?
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, but she doesn't like half-orcs.
Okay.
Aw.
Wow, double whammy today.
Althea woke up and chose violence.
They're just knocking everybody down today.
Yeah.
Fucking igniting that blade and searing everyone in her path.
Go downstairs. All of you pile into the carriage and begin making your way downtown towards the Temple of Rava. Until the carriage comes to a sudden stop.
Althea immediately perks up and looks out.
You look out and you see there's some kind of traffic jam thing. There's several carriages stopped in a row on the street.
The rest of you stay here. Avon, come with me.
Right. What do I see?
Are you sure you shouldn't bring Ari with you? Didn't you have anything to discuss with him?
Now is not the time.
When is the time? Preferably before tonight.
You're totally shouting this away. Out of sticking her head out of the carriage as you walk away.
I'm gonna go ahead and invite him for you. Ari, while we're behind in the carriage. Ari, would you please be my bodyguard Althea's escort to dinner this evening?
Sure. But that doesn't seem like... she did say that she had talked to me later today. So, I'll start planning on it, but I'll wait for her invitation, if you don't mind, milady.
Of course.
Althea and Avon, you guys...
what's going on out there, if I can. Go ahead.
Nothing much you can see from there. Althea and Avon walk down the street a little ways until you come over there to the section where you see there's a few investigators and city guardsmen that have the street kind of blocked off. One of the investigators sees you. Avon recognizes you. Oh, Avon, how are you doing, man? I saw the thing in the paper, man. It's a tough break.
Yes, it was my own decision, of course. But the papers are never going to say that correctly.
Hey, man, you can't never trust the papers to give us a decent shake of anything.
Yeah, sometimes, unfortunately. Who is this, by the way?
This is Carixo.
Carixo? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to impede your investigation, but
what's going on?
Yes.
Sorry, there's investigation going on. There was a disturbance here on the street. They're doing their thing right now. Shouldn't be more than maybe half an hour or so. But if you're not going too far, we're diverting foot traffic down across the alleyway over into the marketplace there. So you probably, if you can't wait that long. And he gestures off to the next block over, and there's down an alleyway. You see there's a few nobles that are in a hurry that are heading off that way.
Avon will look at him and just go, is there any possible way that a member of the Stormrun family could get by in her carriage a little bit faster currently? As he'll, like, point back to Aaliyah's carriage.
No, we can't do that, man. We gotta preserve the crime scene until the investigators are done.
Right.
But you see, he looks around. I guess for old time's sake, he points to the opposite side of the other alley. We see where there's a couple of other guardsmen. We're supposed to hold that alleyway off in case we need to bring in any other things in the carriages. I can go talk to him. I'll tell him to let you guys through.
It would just be this one.
Old time's sake. Yeah, man. I got you.
I don't want to impede her any more than we have to, of course.
Yeah. I'll to go get your carriage. Have him come over there. I'll go talk to the guys right now.
Thanks, critics. I appreciate it.
Althea is already moving back and says, "Good job."
Yes, pays to know people.
Bandying my name about.
Althea pops up on the carriage driver's bench with the driver.
Yeah, he would have done the exact same
What's
after they
happening?
got back.
Oh, nothing, just a bit of a roadblock. We're going around.
While he's waiting for Carixo to get back, what can he notice and perceive from the crime scene?
Do you want to give me a perception, or do you want to roll for it? Or do you want to passive, or do you want to roll for it?
I will roll for it because
I'm gonna be using essentially, what would I be able to use for eye for detail? Would that just add like
show me the ability?
Yeah. Creature or object, or make an intelligence investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
I think that's mostly going to benefit you in combat, where you can use that to spot somebody who might be hiding. In the instance of this, I will just lower DCs for you.
Okay,
in roleplay.
That's not a problem. Yeah, sure. That's not a problem. So if I do that, then it'll be like, if I use eye for detail, it'll lower the DC for me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Brad, do you mind if I roll as well?
No, go ahead. 16 to 14. Nothing weird. Seems, there's something kind of held up over here. There's a few casters that have scrying wards up that kind of like having police tip, except now there's like this blanket kind of fuzziness around everything, so you can't actually see into whatever it is they're investigating.
Even will probably know that as like a modified what's it called? God, why can I not remember that spell?
Like fog cloud?
No, not fog cloud. It's the dome that you're essentially able to use. God, why can I not remember the name of that spell? It's you essentially create an opaque dome, and it's essentially you're able to tiny hut. Yeah, it's like a modified tiny hut. So that way that people can't see in through the crime scene and everything while they're still doing forensic work.
I thought you said honey hut. I was like, what?
Tiny hut. Yeah, tiny hut.
Honey hut,
I like that
honey pot. Let's try it all.
I like that idea.
Sometimes they are the same.
Okay, yeah. So
thanks for coming with me on my journey, Angie. I thought I was alone. You came with me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Avon will wait for Carixo to get back with the guards until he gets back on the carriage.
Cool. You see, go over there, talk. Carriage driver kind of pulls you guys off on the side, a little bit on the sidewalk to go around everything. And they kind of open up this extra alleyway for you guys to go through. And you go off through that point. And all of a sudden, their fire erupts in front of you guys, to the sides and back behind you.
Shit.
Ambush.
Fuck. What the fuck is going on?
Avon, with your how high is your passive? 20?
21.
21. You spot a couple of rough-looking people stepping out from behind certain things, brandishing weapons, and it's hard to see. Smoke is clearing the alleyway, or is filling up the alleyway pretty fast.
Aaliyah.
I'll knock on the carriage.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we
sure
there
I
yet?
noticed that. We have windows, right?
Yeah, you have the little windows.
We have. Okay, so I assume I'm aware that this is happening.
I would suggest getting into stations. Let's see, we'll pull out Peacekeeper.
Yes, I'm hopping
Ooh.
out.
That's pretty cool.
Are we fighting the guards?
I don't think
No,
so.
they're not
We went
guards.
around.
Yeah, these don't look like guards.
Weren't we going in the alleyway around where all these tempting nobles were going? And
Yes, you did.
yeah,
Try to keep one of them alive so that we can interrogate them.
All right.
Yes!
You guys quickly hop out of the carriage. Better positions to defend yourselves. Althea, you've got first turn.
Um,
Damn,
I
I
am
rolled a
last.
1.
Yeah, I was
Wow, I can't
busy
believe I'm
trying
not
to.
last.
I was busy trying to persuade Ari to come to the dinner, um, or something. Not ready for sudden fire. Okay.
don't really want to go that far.
Instruct driver to stay inside the carriage. Or no, well, he's not inside, but maybe he should get inside.
Do we need to worry about all these tents? Can we go
No, you
through
don't need to
them?
worry about anything.
Okay.
Would I be able to use any of them for cover?
If you want to, sure.
Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. I didn't know if they were just set dressing.
They're mostly set dressing, but if you want to make use of them too, I don't see why not.
Oh yeah, Avon is not someone who's going to be out in the front fighting. He's going to be trying to.
Mostly, I'm just gonna let you guys, like fast hop and parkour over the furniture stuff to get to where you need to go.
Parkour!
Parkour.
Is there any of them that seem to be moving faster?
Not at the moment, no.
They're just kind of standing there?
They're all moving kind of towards you. Most of them are brandishing crude weapons, clubs or maces.
I
They're
see.
definitely looking threatening, though.
Yeah, they're definitely looking threatening.
Any chance that I would know who any of them are from my previous experiences?
Yeah, most of them, minor infractions here and there, robbery, assault, that kind of stuff.
Got it. It's like, they never fucking learn. That's what all you hear Avon say. Is they never fucking learn.
I'm gonna come down here and do my best to attack this guy non-lethally. I'll go ahead and use a charge to ignite my blade. Oof. 8 to hit.
8 is a miss.
And a crit fail. Wonderful.
Oof.
All right, crit fail. Let's check the fumble. You have hard time dealing with the smoke as you come rushing in. Make a big swing with both your blades. Roll me a dex save. The DC is 18.
22.
22. You're good. You do not fall down or drop your weapon. As you have that moment though, as you come and make that first swing, they effortlessly sidestep you. You make that second one, and they just cross by and tap the inside of your foot, nearly causing you to lose balance.
Oh, I really don't like you. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, we're gonna go to Orange. Orange comes charging forward right up here. He'll swing his mace at Joyblade with 9 and 14.
14 hits.
14 to the gate for 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch.
Blue over here. Gonna come running in. Gonna make his mace swings on Ari. 6 and 10.
Miss.
And our friend over here with Althea. I'm gonna swipe at her with short sword. 13
Miss.
and 15.
I think that's also a miss. Hold on. Yeah, that's a miss.
Takes 2 swipes at you. You catch both on your blades with a good parry. Afterwards, the two of you kind of clash, and step just a little bit back to reassess. You can see the drip of poison along your blades now. Her blade is tipped.
Shit.
Joyblade.
Okay. The one in front of me, I'm gonna cast Hex on Mr. Orange.
All right, we're hexing orange.
And you said I should. What is my? I want to cast Dissonant Whispers, but you said I should hex. What is it? A Wisdom save? Yeah. So I'm gonna hex Wisdom.
Okay.
And then you'll see him brandish his tarot cards, and you see the card turn and kind of rotate in the air, and then I'll cast Dissonant Whispers at this guy standing right in front of me. We'll just do level 1. 15 psychic. DC 14.
And DC 14 wisdom save. He has disadvantage because of the hex. To 2, takes 15 damage. What's my secondary effect?
I think he has to try to run away.
And it must immediately use its reaction to move its speed as far as it can go away. So it's going to immediately dart away. That's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you and Avon.
Okay. I'll whip out a dagger. I can't remember when we said on attack of opportunity. If I'm using both hands, do I throw both of the daggers at him, or do I just do the main hand only?
You can only do the one.
Okay, so I'll throw a dagger out at him. Ooh, that's not what I. Why isn't it doing the DC? It's not rolling. That's weird. Let me try this.
Yeah.
There it is. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits, and it's going to deal 5 damage.
Cool. I will. Is he still moving?
He's still alive.
Yeah. Avon is going to probably use my reaction to go ahead and try. Can I use the Radiant Bolus as that part of the reaction, or no?
No, you can't use it as part of your reaction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna swipe out Peacekeeper and.
Oh, cool. You say, yeah, that should do it.
Jeez.
I was gonna throw Psychic Blades on it, but I was like, no need.
Peacekeeper hits. 15 hits will deal 13 damage. I don't believe you have an effect that will give you the sneak attack on that.
Yeah, unless I
Next
was
to Joyblade.
I was hitting him as he was going by Joyblade.
That would provoke as he popped out of the range, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. True. So yeah, unless I had eye for defeat.
If you want, especially because you're shooting ranged weapon, I'm gonna say no for that.
Okay, actually, to go on that, I forgot. I hexed him, so that's 3 more for hex damage. Is he still standing?
16 kills.
Okay, cool. And then I will use. That was my action, bonus action. Can I have my familiar give the help action to Avon?
Yes.
Okay, I will point at Avon and tell Mal, maybe give him a bit of a hand, and she'll, wherever you point your gun, thematically, she's gonna try to give you advantage. I don't know. She's a creepy cat, so we're just gonna call it creepy magic. So you get advantage on your next shot, Avon.
Gotcha.
And then I'll end my turn there.
You feel the cat walk back behind you and lay down on your cloak where it folds on the ground. Over to red. Red to come moving in 35, 40, 25. swinging his mace at Aaliyah. It's 12 and a 12.
Nope.
All right, Avon.
All right, cool. Yeah, Avon's gonna swing back around with Peacekeeper, knock the hammer back, and let loose. 22.
22 hits, deals 12 damage.
Nice.
Cool. And then I'm going to look at probably. Well, I'm not actually going to. All right, I'm probably going to actually go and bonus action hide behind there.
Okay.
Yep, that'll be good. That'll be it.
Okay, you're gonna go hide over there. We're gonna go to Green Thug, who's gonna come forward over here after Joyblade. 20 and 8.
20 hits. I'm gonna try to silvery barbs the 20 though.
Okay. You can't.
I can't. Oh, I already used.
You reaction for an attack of opportunity.
I did. You are right. So that's 5 damage, right? 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that hits. Ow! Ow!
Ari.
Now we know what we're doing here. Da-da-da-dum. One great sword. 14.
Hits for 16 damage.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna throw a little extra on that.
Extra 8 on a smite.
Yep.
Sorry, I did look at your damage on the greatsword to make sure I was figuring that out right. So it's 2d6, but you get to reroll anything that's a 1 or a 2.
Yep.
Got it. It worked out well for you on that one. You got max damage.
Yeah, I like when that happens. And for my bonus action, hypothermia.
Oh.
From my Frost Blessed for an additional
Nice.
5.
Extra 5 damage. Got it.
Very cool.
You should probably surrender, sir.
You say that as he stops moving completely and falls down, shattering.
Damn.
Ari just turns his gaze at green.
Yep.
Aaliyah.
Okay. Don't you know who I am? Sorry. That's not what I'm doing, but I do say that. I'm sorry, I was picking out a spell. I'm gonna just cast Bane on the ones that I see here. Red, blue, and green. Wait, why did I think that one? The guy under Althea.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a color, but there was a little bit of blue on his shirt, and I mistook it for blue.
Okay.
So red, green, and blank.
Okay, so each get to make a charisma save. What's your save DC?
It's still just 13, I think.
13?
Did
Okay.
it go up? No, it's still 13.
All 3
Nice.
fell.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right, and
Aaliyah's... nobody got hurt, did you? So far, nobody's been...
I got my ass kicked.
Everybody's fine.
Joyblade's getting his ass kicked.
Okay. I will do a... that one spell on you.
Healing word.
Healing word. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. There you go.
Whew. I needed that.
You got this, Joyblade.
Joyblade gets 7. Althea.
All right, we're gonna try this again. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 hits.
Beautiful.
All right.
It's 14 damage. I'm assuming you have it ignited.
Yes, it is ignited. I used my bonus action on my first turn to ignite it.
Cool.
11.
Misses.
Damn it. I want to make it clear that I'm trying to keep this guy alive.
You're swinging non-lethally. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Their turn. You see, you get that good hit with them on their arm, and they're like clasp right into it. You're in my way.
Really? Because it looks an awful lot like you're in my way.
And she sidesteps over to you and with their wounded arm takes a range shot on Avon with disadvantage. It's a B11.
Nope.
As you see, they cast a electric chromatic orb at you.
Ooh.
So you see, like one of the tables next to you just explodes.
Shit. All right.
Cool.
I started to check out. I was like, why isn't it rolling damage? Oh, because they put the damage in there in completely the wrong place.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Whoever made this sheet put the damage in the distance section.
That's weird.
There we go. That works a bit better. But I didn't roll all ones and twos.
Fair enough.
Joyblade.
Do I go with my standby? Dissonant whispers the shit out of this person. Yeah, we're just gonna dissonant whispers this person in front of me too. Same thing. Where is it? Dissonant whispers. First DC 14 for the green, right in front of me.
They fail. I'm gonna take 14 psychic damage.
Okay, cool. And then they run away, and I get the attack of opportunity. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So main hand. Oh fuck. 9. That's not good. I will then bonus action. Who's coming up? I will give. You already have. Even already has advantage because he's hiding. I will give a bardic inspiration to Avon just to be sure and say, really, if you can shoot them and make them not hit me, that would be great. And then I'll ask my familiar to give Ari advantage and I'll end my turn.
Cool.
I'll personally check your wounds later.
Red's turn. Red's gonna make his swings on. Actually, no. Evan, what was your stealth check?
I haven't gotten that to you. Sorry. 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. He's gonna make his mace attacks on Aaliyah. 11 and 8.
Alrighty. I have a decent AC and I cannot even show it off against such low rolls.
Avon.
All right, cool. Avon from that position can actually see that spellcaster a lot easier. So he is going to cock the hammer back all the way, and this like swirling like white energy is going to go around as he's going to use his radiant bolas on the spellcaster right there. So DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Got it. 13 dex save.
I heard your dog shake its ears and immediately smelled dog.
18. She nimbly dodges aside and misses as Avon takes Peacemaker, spins the cylinder, pulls the trigger, and a pair of scintillating bolos come flying out at her.
Yeah. And bonus action hide. But this time I'm actually going to be hopping over the other side.
Okay.
19.
19. That's just got it. Green's turn. Green's gonna take. Yeah, Green's gonna take aim and make a heavy crossbow shot at Althea. 5.
Miss.
So far, Bane hasn't even been important.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. This is embarrassing for them.
Ari.
Well, let's see. I guess. He'll come up here. Take a swing on red. Is the cat helping me?
Yeah, you got advantage.
Yep. The
Yeah.
cat is helping you. That's a crit. That's going to do 19 damage.
And yeah, why not? Let's
I'll pop it up.
Nah.
Oh, you're going to waste that crit? You know your smite crits too.
Well, that's right. That's right. I keep.
Which means your cold crits as well.
Everything. Total
That's
crit.
everything.
That's a lot of fours. All right. 4, 8, 12, 18. It's an additional 20 damage. As Ari takes swing with his great sword, it suddenly glows with a light as if there was fire in the center of the sword. And yeah, there is now a very strange ice sculpture where there used to be a thug.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Anything else, Ari?
I will move up to our other friend here.
Yep.
Move to the left, to the west 1 square. There you go.
Aaliyah.
Oh, right. Me. Okay. I was thinking Althea for some reason. Okay. I am just gonna go ahead and cast a Toll the Dead at that guy. Actually, hold on. What is the distance on that? 60 feet. I'm gonna do it at green.
Pull the dead on green. Okay.
Yeah. Because I am not a nice person. So.
He succeeds.
All right. Damn. That's why I don't use that spell that much. Okay. But nobody else is terribly hurt, so.
Now we're okay.
That's fine.
Althea.
All right, let's do this again. 13?
Misses.
16.
Hits. That's going to deal 5.
God, I don't like this. I'm trying. She's gonna say to Ari, "Don't kill her."
Her turn. She brandishes its short sword at you again, Althea, with a 7 and a 12.
Missing.
This is both.
Nimble sidesteps.
Yeah, nimble sidesteps. You're not even parrying. You're just, weaving in and out of her range. She growls, "This isn't over." And she's going to Misty Step.
Oh, hell no!
This far over here, and then dive through the firewall.
God damn it, no! Can I Misty Step after her?
You do have a Misty Step, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I tell you what, I'll let you Misty Step, and then you're gonna have to make an opposed Dex check to try to grab her before she hops through.
Yes! Okay.
So I'm gonna roll hers first. 5.
Need a 5.
A Dex saving throw or a Dex check?
Dex check.
Ooh,
Wait.
meat beats.
Does she have Bane too? Would that affect the Dex check? The one that read?
It's not gonna affect in that one.
Oh, it's a nat 1. Yeah, okay.
But it meets.
No, you have a nat 1.
Not on a nat one.
No.
Yeah, your nat 1 is beat by my nat 2.
Jesus.
I hate this. I hate this. No.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We have all been there.
More often than not with Lazarus for sure. I just
Fuck yeah, that's
as
right.
you see her teleport, and scream out, "No!" Teleport right after, and as she jumps through, you reach out, and your fingers just graze the edge of her shirt as she disappears through the fire.
Yeah.
Can I jump through the fire?
No,
Damn it.
it's not your turn.
Damn it.
Joyblade, it's your turn though.
Cool. Don't worry, there's one left. I'll kill him. I move up. I take out my 2 daggers, or actually, bonus action hex this guy, and then I will main hand dagger throw, offhand dagger throw. So main hand, does a 17 hit?
17 hits for 6.
And then offhand, that's not gonna hit.
9 misses.
I will charge the first dagger with psychic blades and add an extra 8 damage on top of it. Plus hex. Actually, fuck, I can't. Too many things to click. 5. So 6 plus 8 plus 5. 11, 19.
That is enough to kill him with his 18 hit points. As you guys see, Joyblade grab a dagger, throw it. It hits the guy square in his chest, and he seems fine for a moment until the dagger flashes, and the guy just like jerks for a moment, and blood begins to drain out of his nose and ears.
Oh no, what did you do?
I'll turn to you guys and go, job well done, everyone. Excellent. I don't know who they were. We may never know, but they're dead now.
Althea screams in frustration. God fucking damn it.
What happened? Didn't you have one cornered over here? What happened to the lady in the corner?
Wow, thanks, Joyblade. I never would have noticed that she jumped through the giant firewall. And she's gonna...
I missed that.
Ah, fucks. So just spin the revolver and put it back in.
Well, I mean, not all is lost. Let's take a look. Maybe they have something on them, and I'm gonna start looking at the bodies. Is there anything that indicates who they are? Like, what? Like, are they part of a gang?
I will be investigating.
I will help you do that, since you're so much better at that. But yeah, does anything come up?
19 investigation, Aven. No, they don't belong to any particular gangs. They're just street thugs. You know, muscle for hire type deal.
Okay. Yeah, and I've encountered them in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, unfortunately, I'll let Joyblade know. It's just like, God, it's like they don't fucking understand. Put them through the places. We put them through the system. And they go right back to what the fuck they were doing.
Has the firewall fallen?
Yes, it starts to die down rapidly after that.
Most people are too afraid to anger Lady Stormrun to interfere with me.
Yes, roll me an insight check.
Okay, that is something I also said out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But for what it's worth.
23. Most of them kind of rushed around you guys, attacking whoever was nearest. The spellcaster clearly tried to prioritize a shot at Aven, though it was disadvantageous for her. This wasn't about you. This was about Aven.
Okay, yeah, that's what. And I do look over at Aven and say, someone is angry enough at you to risk angering my auntie.
Not surprised, personally. As there's like this small, solemn, like face that goes over that as he's remembering.
Because there's no way they wouldn't have recognized whose carriage this is. So they knew who they were going up against, and they still went after you. I'm sorry, dear. What?
Althea is going to storm back out of the alley, back towards the investigators, and start screaming at them.
Oh God.
Okay, fair enough. Seems appropriate. Good idea.
You come back out there. You see, there's a few investigators looking at it. Go, is something wrong, madam?
Yes, there's something wrong. You pointed us into an ambush.
Bab, I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean an ambush? We saw there was a bit of fire. We made calls for the fire brigade to be moving over here. Are you all right?
There was an ambush inside the walls of fire. This was intentional. What? Isn't it part of your job to secure the streets?
Ma'am, the streets are secure.
Can I?
Didn't you see a lady in a blue shirt run out of here?
Althea, roll a perception check.
Yep.
13. Just enough for you to click as you come back up here. You rode outside on the carriage as it was coming through. These aren't the same two guards that waved you through.
Wait, the fuck?
Wait. Avon will probably be checking in and see what's going on.
Is Avon there?
I would have been walking past after I would have heard you yelling at the guards and just go, fuck. Let me go see what's going on. And I look and there's no Calypso.
No, Calypso wasn't part of this pair. This is the pair that was in that alleyway that you guys went down. Calypso was back over at the main street. You don't see him, though, either.
Huh. Where were the guards as well as Investigator Calypso? Sorry, Miss Althea.
What guards? We had a shift change like 5 minutes ago.
Althea just kind of screams in frustration and stomps back to Lady Aaliyah.
Althea screams, flicks her sword in a flourish, and sheathes it. And as she turns around, both investigators' ties fall off, cut in half.
Come here, sweetheart. I've got you.
Avon will look at the investigators.
Just for you, Althea.
Oh,
Althea, may I suggest you did look very, very awesome with your battle moves there. Reminds me of my father. A very good blade singer.
What a pickup line. This guy's smooth as
Althea is like mildly blushing, but you can tell that she's so angry about this that she's just choosing to ignore it.
Yes.
I her hair right now.
Whispering it in what the God damn it, I can't think straight today.
Sylvan?
I'm sorry. Sylvan, thank you.
Yeah.
So I know that Ari can't understand it, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, Avon
I can, so that's good.
Wait,
but, sorry, go ahead. So, did multiple
what
people
was
talk?
whispered in Sylvan?
If you want me to translate it, it was a whisper calling on a specific deity to look out for you and grant you his luck. Yeah.
Who can you tell me?
If you want to know which one, then I will tell you. Do I need to DM you?
Yeah. Will you message me?
DM Jeff that if he wants to know.
I will tell Jeff. Okay.
Because Jeff has to know all the secrets.
I have to. That's my whole thing. It's Mephisto, isn't it? It's Mephistopheles.
No.
Avon will look at the two investigators and just kind of pick up their ties and go, I apologize for her abruptness. We weren't expecting ourselves to get ambushed like that. If you can, make into your reports that originally Investigator Calypso was here, but was surprisingly absent during an attack on Alia's Storm Run.
Yeah, okay. So we can go ahead and make that note.
I'll also describe the people that they went against and any details that would be necessary for their investigation to find them.
Got it.
So, apologize for seeing you guys how we are currently, and good luck.
Cool. I'm gonna go use the restroom real fast, and then we will pick up at the Temple of Rava.
Yep, I'm gonna use the restroom and get some water. So I'm gonna put the stream on BRB.
Cool.
I don't have to act like a spoiled snake.
Oh, damn it, my mic wasn't muted.
It's been like perfect. So I was like, this is great. But it was cool. I mean, like all the swords, like your gun, all that stuff was cool to see like in action.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. By the way, I was crying on command right there in the beginning.
Mhm.
That's
Like,
good.
I was actually tearing up. Like, fuck.
My
I'm
wife
back.
likes to make a joke that I'm a pretty like easygoing person, but I don't really get emotional. And she was like, "You never cry, you like never get upset." And I told her, I was like, there was one time really in particular that I got really upset. She's like, "What was it?" And I was like, "Well, I had just seen Mufasa get trampled by the wildebeest, and it was this whole thing." That was it.
Always
No, I
movie that
don't
screws you up.
cry on
Yep.
command. But I just let it happen naturally when when it
Yeah.
happens naturally.
Bridge to Terabithia screwed me up for weeks.
Oh
That's a
my
good
god,
one.
no.
That's a good one.
Why?
That's a good one.
For me, it was Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh,
For me,
another one.
oh God, that was something I wanted to unwatch when I watched it.
It's like brain bleach. It's like, I don't have any more fluids to get out of my body.
Yeah, that one's tough. It's so good though.
Interstellar.
Interstellar's a good one too.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That
No,
whole
I was
last
gonna
scene.
just mention that ASPCA commercial with the Sarah McLachlan song.
I mean, Sarah
That killed
McLachlan
me
should be
when I
banned.
was like,
In the
yeah.
arms
Yeah,
of
no
an
more.
angel.
Yeah.
Sad puppies all the time.
I was pregnant
so
and
good.
All right.
hormonal.
Let's move on from this when we keep running down what movies make us cry.
Brad, when we leave this, do the thieves, do they have anything of like any armor or weapons worth note? Because I'm taking care of party loot. Is there anything like of value that they have that we can take and sell, or is it just like
they were just carrying clubs and maces for weapons for the most part. I don't even think they were wearing armor. They had ACs of 11.
Oh, okay.
They each have a pouch of 10 gold.
Hell yeah.
So they were paid off.
Nice.
Got it.
Can I have
So, yeah,
one of
Ava
those
would
pouches
notice
of 10?
So
Ava will
that's
look at everybody and go, "I'm good." You can have it.
listen, Avon. Did you do
Yes.
something recently that would get someone after you, or do you think this was an old grudge that is seeing an opportunity now that you are no longer employed?
Ava will kind of just ponder and just go, "I have been doing this for about 90 years, so I would not be surprised if I have enemies."
No one
Avon
looks
produces one
90.
little black book that is nothing but the enemies he's made over the last 100 years.
Yeah, pretty much. Including a very, very poignant one that is scratched out and scribbled out and almost burned in the very beginning area of the journal. But yeah, he's just like, he's not surprised that probably someone is after him since he doesn't have his position in the Warning Guild anymore.
Perhaps you should stay at the estate for your
I'll
safety.
be fine. I'll be fine. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. And I would politely decline. I have other matters I can attend to. And I don't want to ruin your reputation with someone who's been disposed of from the Warning Guild.
Do I need to make a contract with you?
I would suggest you
I
don't. You're
don't
already under a
recommend
contract of another
that.
person.
Oh, Thea, I really don't recommend that.
Mike,
The two of you keep
Unless you
badgering
lie.
Avon as you arrive outside of the Temple of Rava, the gear goddess. The temple for them is this very large clockwork, not clockwork, but clock tower with a lot of gears and motion abilities that are set on the outside of it so everyone can see. Outside of the main door are two hulking automaton steam golems with very large axes that are welded onto each of their arms. There's a little bit of steam that constantly puffs out from these chimneys that are on their backs.
Could
You
hide
see,
inside one of those.
Pius is waiting outside the steps for you, looking like he's been doing nothing but standing here all day long.
Good day. My apologies for being late. We seem to have gotten waylaid a little bit.
Fear not, friend Ari. I have been patiently waiting for you this entire time. Are these your compatriots?
These, in fact, are my compatriots.
Sensational! If you will all please follow me in. Today is the high holy of days in which the gear goddess herself shall inhabit the clockwork oracle, and then make pronouncements to a select few. Word surely gets around about that, and lots of people wish to speak to the oracle, but you are the first one in line today. Now, as such, you may come here and follow as we walk in. Priests of Rava have the role of determining who is worthy of an audience, and I have moved you to the front of the line. You see, as he gestures and you guys come in, the main doors open up. You go inside to what looks much more like an assembly plant than a normal kind of temple. As there are several clockworks and gearforged and warforged that are in attendance here.
Interesting. Why am I front line?
Because shortly last night, there was a scroll that appeared out of the oracle's mouth. Within it was your notes. Listed on it was your names. Surely the oracle must have something valuable for you.
Well then.
Interesting.
Pius leads you guys in through this long hallway up to what looks to be like an enormous organ pipe. It has these long tubes that run all up, down along the sides. There are several levers and keys and handhold pieces over in the front. And at the top, in the middle of it, kind of leaning forward, is this shape that kind of comes into a facial design, but it's doesn't have eyes. It just has that general head shape, and you can see there's a hinging for a jaw.
Interesting.
Behold, the clockwork oracle.
Stunned silence.
Hello,
In fact, that is the exact thing. Yes.
yeah, after nobody says anything, I say, I am Lady Elias Stormrun, cleric of Helm.
You hear a low thrumming gong sound, and then you hear the sound that sounds kind of like typewriter. Ching, and a piece of paper comes out of the mouth of the oracle.
Okay, I will take
Pius grabs it and holds it out to you. Yeah.
Yes.
You sit there and you look at it. Hello.
Hello.
Aiden would like to do a history check or a religion check on this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I've been around for a bit. Which one would you want? Do you want a history or religion?
I think religion is more, well, depends what you want to look into. Are you looking into the temple's history, or are you looking into the history of the goddess?
The temple's history.
That'd be a history check then.
Okay, cool. And also if he's ever had to interact with them.
10. Never been your jurisdiction. For some reason, any kind of crimes involving the automata races are usually assigned to investigators of that race. It's just a lot harder culturally for them to work with them.
You got an inspiration if you want to use it, if you want to tack it on there.
I'm perfectly fine with not. I think that's a fair assumption.
That's a good assessment.
It's like, yeah, it's a good assessment. He's just like, he's not going to go into something.
I think on a 10 history, I'll tell you that most of the city just thinks they're kind of weird.
Yep. Yep. Haven's like, yeah, they're weird.
Now, if any of you have any questions you would like to ask for the Oracle, you may please do so now.
I look around at everybody, like squinting.
Oracle, why were we named as someone to be?
Click, 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 cha-ching! Piece of paper comes back out the mouth again. Pius pulls it out, looks at it. The ghouls are stirring in the tunnels beneath the earth, and soon shall rise. They must be stopped, or Zobek will become the first of many cities to fall.
Then I shall do some ghoul hunting. Where should we start?
Ching! You must recover the holy robes of Sister Adelaide. and use these to stop the Dark Wedding and then defeat the leader of the Ghoul Uprising.
Wait a minute.
Okay. I'm glad that these are all pre-written down.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
You see, Pius does not have facial expression, but somehow looks horribly affronted. Pre-written down.
No,
This is the holy gospel of our oracle.
I meant so we don't have to copy them. I'm sorry. That's not. I meant that you've already written it for us, so we don't need to.
What was her
I am
name?
interested. Oh,
What was the lady's name? Lady
Adelaide.
Sister
Adelaide.
Adeline.
Sister Adeline.
So someone is getting married. My guess is someone from the Vampire Kingdom and someone from the Ghoul Empire. Because it did seem they were working together.
Was that a question?
I'm saying this to everybody.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was
I
directed
I
at the
didn't
oracle or
hear
not.
what was said.
Ari's nodding his head in agreement.
Possibility.
Sounds reasonable.
What was said?
Since we know the ghouls and the vampires are working together, the Dark Wedding is probably between the two kingdoms.
Where can we find the holy robes of Sister Adeline?
Ching! Seek the robes in the fallen kingdom of the mermaid.
Do I know anything about that?
Yeah.
Ring any bells?
Yes, the fallen kingdom of the mermaid is a reference to the electoral kingdom of Krakova, which was conquered by the vampires of Morgau 10 years ago.
Okay.
Haven will look at the lady and ask, how far does the corruption go in Zobek?
Ching! A piece of paper comes out, and it says, all the way.
Oh.
He sighs.
All the way. That's not good. Who's behind this unnatural winter?
You say and steam starts coming out of the mouth, and you hear the gears start as if suddenly there was no oil in them anymore.
Oh shit!
And the whole temple begins to shake.
Oh no!
Oh, of course.
You see Pius hit the back, and Pius dives behind one of the benches.
I'm following him.
Yeah.
Outside, there is an explosion and a huge billowing of black smoke, and you all come out coughing, completely covered head to toe in soot.
I broke the oracle.
They're not going to be happy about this.
No. We should go.
Althea
this seems like the sort
we
of
need
thing
to get
that's
going.
Yeah.
so unlike a follower of Helm to be so chaotic. I don't know. Sorry.
Was there a paper in the mouth of the oracle?
There was not.
Damn it. Okay.
I thought that would be too easy, but I'm like, why wouldn't I ask that? So, okay.
Did we actually break the oracle?
Yes, you did. You completely broke the oracle.
Damn it. I planned on asking a question.
Okay, we better get out of here before they get back.
Time to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Haven
is not an archfighter.
That is so weird that happened. Oh,
oh no! Whatever shall I do, guys?
Althea looks back at Pius and says, "Sorry."
I have a feeling I'm not going to be invited back.
Nice. My vamp senses are telling me this shit is going down.
I love that was sent right after we broke the oracle.
Perfect timing. Rosie, if you're listening into this right now, this was the exact point you sent the message that said you thought something was going down, was right when Aaliyah broke the Gearwork Oracle.
Yeah. I just like ruin a whole
The
temple.
religion is
like,
it's collapsing in on itself now. We have
Oh,
we have taken
I wasn't even trying.
we took their oracle from them. Let us go to dinner.
On this holiest
better.
of their holy days.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Even
does
worse.
Does Ava know of any mechanics or any artificers that would be able to be sent over there to help?
Who are better than the clerics that worship the Gearforge god?
I mean, possibly.
No.
I don't know.
Think you'll just make them matter.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh boy.
It's the thought.
Let's get out of here before they decide
they need
they're
a
not
certain-
going to let us leave.
Driver, take us back to the Stormrun Manor.
Yes, right away.
David's like, no, I'm not. Sorry. I will not be going.
You
Why are you
Have
so
fun there.
are
adamantly
going to be
against
much
it?
safer at the Stormrun Manor.
I do not mind dealing with situations outside of it. I would
I'm
rather
aware.
not. I would rather not be there.
Well, then how can
the
we get a
manor
hold of
isn't
you?
necessarily
Easy.
my favorite place for you either, but
Does Avon have anything that he would be able to have from when he was in the Warning Guild to get a hold of people quickly?
No, you would have had to have turned that in when you resigned.
Are there
Okay.
messenger owls?
Or something?
Yeah, I believe that you probably use carrier pigeons here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just send me a message. I'll get it. I'll see you over there at the Sloppy Salamander.
I
Cool.
think it's a good idea for me to be there again.
No, you all go. I will just be meeting you there. That's it.
I know.
Or at the very least, Leah, that would just be where you can get him a message. Hey, meet us over here.
Yeah, I shouldn't return to the Sloppy Salamander. It's
You shouldn't, but Althea can.
You think that my auntie won't notice that?
If that's the case, then he's thinking about that. He'll just go, all right, then something a little bit closer then. Maybe at the Swan's Little Parade.
Sounds lovely. Tomorrow. I
Yes.
plan on a long night tonight.
I'll probably be spending the night over there. I'd rather not have any more bricks thrown into my window that I'm not supposed to be.
Cool. You guys break apart and get ready for dinner tonight. Avon, spending your plans are to spend your evening at the Swan's Little Parade, where you know Alessa is doing the live piano music tonight.
And I will be enraptured.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at my fiance and just being in love, essentially.
One of the first nights in a long time that you are doing this without bringing a case file with you.
Yeah, I usually bring my work to her performances, which really kind of sucks. But I mean, she understands, which is surprising that a lot of people won't. Avon's been with her for the last 2.5 years, and only about 6 months ago he asked her to marry him.
Actually, a pretty short time for an elf.
Well, he's 140.
Yeah.
So, and he understands humans having a shorter lifespan is kind of a fly of the moment kind of experience sometimes. So, but yeah, if there's a chance for also coercionally sexual actions afterwards, he'll be down for it.
Do you want to do your seduction roll now, or you want me to hit that later?
I will hit it later.
Might be
Let's let them do their thing.
One later too, unless something unexpected.
Yeah, let's get it all. Do it. Let's get it all at once.
Something unexpected happens. You mean like going to dinner with Lady
No,
Stormrun?
something unexpected prevents that.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, let us move on to that evening for the business dinner here at the Stormrun Manor.
Oh,
Hold up.
it was business
Hold
attire?
up.
I was
Did
dressed
I
sexy.
did I get any invitation?
No.
Kind of. You kind of did.
Yeah, but he said specifically only if Althea invited him.
I know.
I believe you have something to say, Althea.
I said no.
Okay. Althea did not invite Ari. Ari, you're just hanging out up in your room here in the manor. You, as usual, you've appointed for almost everything you could need up here, so there's nothing really to wonder. You kind of hang out in your room, flipping through your books that you've got. Just kind of enjoying a nice, quiet night. You're trying to ponder over this weird thing that's occurred in your oath. Is you have that weird two tethers.
Yeah.
As it occurs, you get a letter dropped off for you.
Oh, well, I mean, I read it. It takes me a long time, but I read it.
Where are my notes? It seems weird. I missed my notes. Brandon, what was the name of your friend / rival back in the order?
Oh, Guillaume.
Diome. Do you remember what the name I had for your other friend was? I made it up on the spot. I knew I should have wrote it down.
Just a second here. Let me pull up my notes. Let's. The one who was spouting the heresy about not
that's
needing to
the
worship
one.
gods.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't seem to have. I wrote it down in my paper notebook, and I have not actually put it into my other notes where I actually know stuff goes.
Okay. If you could check that for me later, so I have it, so I can make sure I add it to my little NPC list. Not terribly important right now. Take the letter. You see, it's got the seal of the Order of Helm on it. You pop it open, go to check it. You see, it's a letter from Dion. Hey, Ari, just checking in with you. Wanted to give you a heads up. There's some stuff going on in Zobek recently, we heard. So there's a small group of knights. We're going to be coming into town. Just wanted to check and see if you're still there, if you wanted to get together for a moment. Oh, so good news. I recently got fully knighted and did my oaths and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to, check in on you, make sure you're doing okay. Send me something back, let me know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, it takes me most of the evening to write that letter, and I'll go ahead and write a letter to my parents as well.
Okay.
Which I'll just do sometime this week.
Okay. Actually, since I have you sitting here doing nothing, that just feels kind of wasteful. I'm going to amend that note to say, Dion sent you a letter saying, I'm already in the city. Do you want to meet me? Can you come meet me for drinks or something tonight?
Then yeah, I will just go ahead and get ready to go out for drinks and go to wherever. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I don't want to leave you with nothing to do for the next time. That seems pointless.
I'm sorry.
I mean, this Swan's little parade is having a wonderful orchestral piece going on right now.
Yeah, well, we'll say that Ari ends up over there just for sake of convenience. We'll get to you here in a little bit. Aaliyah, do you go to collect Joyblade, or do you wait for Joyblade to come to your room to collect you for dinner?
The titled person. Wait, no. Now I'm not sure. I think oh, Jenny will go collect him.
Okay.
Which is me. Um,
Wait, you can't go collect him because you're dressing.
Oh, okay. You go collect him then. Could you go collect him? You can collect Ari too, please.
Althea goes to collect Joyblade.
Okay.
Cool. There you go down there. Knock on the door for Joyblade's room.
He opens it up wearing a suit that is very complimentary of the colors that I was told Aaliyah would be wearing. And he sort of takes a moment, fixes his attire, and goes, "Oh, is the lady ready for me, Althea?"
I believe she will be ready promptly.
Excellent. I'll turn around and look at Mal and go,
Holy shit! I'm sorry.
What?
No, please tell me. That sounds way better than what I was going to say.
We're getting raided with a party of 22.
Love it.
Wow. Okay.
Neat.
Hello,
Hey.
new people.
Hello.
Buckle up, because it's going to get
Somebody heard there was a dinner party.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's going to get rocky, everybody.
Welcome in, raiders.
I'll turn around and point at Mal and say, I'm going to be at dinner. I don't know. Maybe do some reconnaissance, poke around, tell me if you find anything interesting. And I'll let Mal out, shut the door behind me, and then I'll follow Althea to Aaliyah's room. That's
That is
it.
a weird sounding cat.
It's a weird cat. Yeah.
Cool. Althea escorts you over to the nice section of the manor where Aaliyah's room is.
I'll let Althea go inside and I'll wait outside, assuming that Aaliyah might still be dressing, and try to go with decorum and all of that. I'll wait outside for her. Unless instructed otherwise. I don't know. You tell me, Althea.
Althea tells you to wait outside.
Good call.
Joyblade, while you're waiting outside, you're just kind of like pacing a little bit here in the hallway. And you have the angle of the window in the hall here is just one that you can see into the front courtyard of the manor. And you see as a black carriage pulls up and is opened, and a beautiful young woman in a red gown steps out. And behind her, the slightly hunched forward figure of a raven folk with their wings flipped back behind them and stepping forward purposefully on a cane. You feel your blood boil.
I will look at him and sort of think to myself, that son of a bitch. And I'll pad like my pockets. Did I remember to bring a dagger or anything with me by chance? Nope. I got some tarot cards and a couple gold coins, and that's it. And I'll watch him enter and just sort of track him the whole way that he goes.
Well, you reach down and kind of pat your tarot cards, and your mind flickers to the spells you can cast. Did you just hear a whisper as if something was right behind you? There's just this tiny puff of steam, like that comes when you breathe in really cold air. You just hear, "Not
yet." I will slowly pull my hand away from my tarot cards that I've been using to cast spells, and I'll glance around. Does it feel like it's sourceless? Or does it feel like it's in my head? Like, would I be able to tell where the voice is coming from? Like, is it coming from me? You know what I mean?
You have no idea.
Okay. I'll look, and then he'll have his kind of little sly smile, and then go, "All right, later then." And then he'll just sort of take his hand away from his tarot cards, and still just tracking as he walks in, just keeping an eye on him.
Cool. If Aaliyah's ready, she can come out now.
Yes, Aaliyah comes out in a long gown that's white, gold, and blue. I had just been thinking if it was just white and gold, I could joke about it maybe being blue and black. But no, it's white and gold and light blue. And very form-fitting. There's definitely leg you can see. And she her eyes kind of light up when she sees you. She gives a nod.
He gives
Are
a
you-
very I don't know, what is it, like the arm across the stomach, like hand out to the side, very formal bow, and you look absolutely beautiful, my lady. When you're ready, I'd love to escort you to the dining room. I realize I don't actually know where it is. You'll have to lead the way, but when you're ready.
Of course. And this doesn't need to be so formal later. Of course.
He his eyes kind of his eyebrows kind of raised, like, all right, let's do this. Let's
pretty
get
sure
through
we
dinner.
talked about this.
Yeah.
Althea, how are you dressed up tonight? Are you in something fancy? Or are you in more like formal armor work attire?
Althea hasn't changed yet.
Althea, I'm the one that's supposed to be fashionably late.
She just kind of shrugs and says, "Bad habit," and turns on her heel.
However will we entertain ourselves while we wait for Althea?
I will glance down the hallway. Is there anyone in the hallway? Are there servants walking around?
No, you haven't seen servants walking around for quite a while. You get the impression that they're busy preparing for the dinner tonight.
As Althea is getting ready, Joyblade will kind of lean in and then speak to you in your mind and go, so tell me more about how you'd like to spend our time after dinner. I'm so curious.
Well,
And with that,
you'll get some
Images.
NC-17 rated images.
Yeah, okay.
With possible shape-shifting involved, a lot of creativity. Yes.
Got it. Althea, perfect timing.
Althea is dressed in a long green gown with slit legs. With her hair done up in a very formal bun. With two very sharp hairpins.
I like it.
Spy X Family.
I don't know what that reference
Pretty close,
means.
yeah.
It sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds pretty close.
The main female character in that is an assassin, and that's her choice of weapon is a pair of very long hairpins that she uses like daggers.
Okay.
Anyway, three of you make your way down the main steps in the foyer and enter into the dining hall. You see your aunt is already there, standing, making a bit of small talk with the doctor as you come in. He goes, "Oh, yes. And here is my niece, Aaliyah Stormrun. And
I will
behind
do a
her
curtsy.
is her bodyguard, Althea." Sorry, Angie, you were saying?
I just said I'd do a curtsy. That's all.
Althea does a very low curtsy.
You see your aunt's eyes trail over to Joyblade. And just kind of like raises an expecting eyebrow at you, Aaliyah.
Yes, this is my friend. You have not mentioned any names, have you, Jeff?
No, very, very much not mention any names.
Okay.
Angie, completely make up a name for him right now.
I'm going to. I was about to. Just, I thought I'd double check before I do.
Yeah.
This is my companion, Henry.
I was expecting something far crazier.
That's
like
great.
Schmeichel.
No, so much
you see
better.
Henry. You see, she looks at Henry, and she just trails off, like still looking at you expectantly.
Give me a low-standing noble name, Brad, that I would know about in the city that he can pass off as.
Low-standing noble name in the city.
Roll me a history
check, yeah.
Henry Crabgrass.
Under pressure. I'm gonna roll 1, 2 separate with my gift of luck.
Okay.
Okay.
Because.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna blurt out.
Yeah, she's about to say something, and you just interject yourself, Althea, and go Strauss.
I was about to say that as a fail. I thought that was a fail, and I was about to say it too. So somehow close.
Yeah.
Henry Strauss.
Henry Strauss. Thank you. Henry, middle name Danger, last name Strauss.
Charming. And of course, know our guest for the evening, Dr. Drum and his companion. And you go and you see Dr. Drum. I should put the picture for him over here in Discord.
Have I actually met him before?
You have not met him before.
Not. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm sorry, Jeff. What's that consent thing that?
That's it's from Critical Role. That was
no,
what.
I mean, why? What brought that?
Oh, that's Henry Crabgrass.
That's Henry Crabgrass. Yeah.
Literally, it is a piece of crabgrass that Jester casts Peak with Plants on, and that's how
was
they
the
get
message.
information.
Yeah, that's all they got.
Always ask for consent.
Always ask for consent was the information he passed on. Yeah.
You see, right. Dr. Drum kind of leans forward and nods his head. Fine to meet you, finally. This is my companion for the evening. No need to learn her name. She won't be around long. You see, the woman with him looks pretty young, early 20s maybe. Very beautiful hair done expertly and stuff. But you would immediately notice she kind of has a vacant expression and placid smile on her face. Very Stepford Wives.
Oh, God. Okay.
If I gloss over her thoughts, are there anything there, or is it just?
Nope, nothing there.
Oh, that's creepy. I'll just sort of nod.
You get the thoughts that kind of slowly, like you used to get like several pop thoughts from people. Hers are just kind of slow trains. Smile politely. Always ask, and like etiquette, small little things. Smile. It makes you look prettier.
Got it. Okay. I will. Go ahead, Angie. Go ahead. No, go for it. Go for it.
I have long hoped for an opportunity to meet you, sir. It's an honor.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Can we eat now? I would rather get this stuff done. I have work to attend to. So your aunt just kind of chuckles, goes, "Of course, doctor. Let's get this taken care of. I have all of your favorites prepared tonight." As he goes in, you guys all take your seats at the long table. Your aunt, of course, at the head, and you and Joyblade sitting across from the doctor his date. Althea, protocol dictates if you're going to sit at the table, you have to sit like 2 chairs away from everybody else.
She's not next to me as my bodyguard, since.
No. If this was a full dining table, that would be acceptable.
Okay.
But given that it's like a 20-seated table, there's only the 5 of you.
Althea is all the way at the other end, apparently.
You're not that far, but you have to have some separation just for etiquette reasons.
Right.
As we get into place and stuff, I'm gonna. Doctor, you said you had work to get back to. I've only heard pieces, but I've heard your work is fairly groundbreaking. Would you enlighten us into some of the things that you've been working on?
Things I've been working on. Lady Stormrun speaks up. Before we get into that, I believe young Aaliyah needs to be brought up to speed with what's going on. See, as a few of the servants come in and they set your appetizers down, a nice little soup. He goes, "Aaliyah, if you are going to be helping with things, you should know what's going on with the business."
Yes, thank you.
Some time ago, my son, the prior Lord William Stormrun, died here in Zobek, and when I came to the city to take care of his affairs, I learned that shortly before his death, he conscripted the construction and payment for an orphanage for illegitimate children. As such time when I arrived here, I took control of it and made sure to mold it into something that was more appropriate for what I believe he would have wanted and wished for. As such, we rechristened it into St. Brutus's Institute for incurably criminal children. And I put Dr. Drom in charge of it. And he has since been helping us with rehabilitating many of the less fortunate children that are just cast upon the streets of this city. See, Dr. Drom speaks up. I have been doing much work here and have great uh, advancements in our rehabilitation processes. Currently, I am working on a dissertation of a theory of mine of nature versus nurture. You have one chick that is raised in the nest all the way to adulthood, and one that is allowed to flee. Which one grows up to be better?
Althea stays quiet.
Is this rhetorical?
See, he looks at you. Do you have an answer?
No, because the parameters of the question are far too vague. I don't know what the one would be fleeing from or to. But I had hoped, Doctor and my lady, she looks over at Lady Stormrun. I had hoped I might request a tour of the facility, if that would be deemed appropriate, of course. Not necessarily this evening, of course, but at your convenience.
Of course not. A tour of the Institute is fine. You understand if I am too busy to give it personally, I shall have one of my assistants, if that is agreeable to you.
Thank you very much.
Very good, then. With that business concluded, let us say discussing my current theories for being said. If you, Lady Aaliyah, if you had two separate lives, one life where you were raised here with your aunt, and another one where you ran away from home and just, who knows, joined the circus.
God damn it.
Which one do you think?
I am having all kinds of concerns here. Because this isn't just hitting Joyblade, I don't think.
Tell me, which one do you think would be more productive to society?
Well, I believe that being here is, of course, the more productive. We are able to fund charities and help the city in our ways. In the circus, I wouldn't have that sort of power.
No, that's a very valid point. I would argue probably
the
one.
If you're trying to read my mind, let me know.
No, no, I don't think so. He would. That's a lovely point. I wonder if the person would gravitate towards the option that provided more freedom, the circus.
Does it though? I mean,
he kind of gives you a smile and like a knowing little wink.
While I certainly have my lady aunt's supervision here, someone from the circus can't just go anywhere. They couldn't come here, for instance. That would be ridiculous.
That's
and
also
she smiles at Joyblade.
That's a very valid point. There are very hard limits, and he would kind of turn towards Dr. Drom and Lady Stormrun. But wouldn't you all feel? I mean, those of us nobles. Fuck, because I forget I'm a noble now. We're us nobles.
Yes, you're
we have certain asks of us. There are certain duties we must fulfill. There are certain things that us noble folk have to do. The folk on the road, the circus, they go from town to town, living whatever life they choose. Highly restrictive to one of freedom. What do you think, Lady Stormrun?
Aaliyah had been poised to respond to that, but she looked over at Drom.
See, Lady Stormrun takes another sip of her soup and like daintily sets the spoon down and ponders for a moment and just looks straight at you. Joyblade goes, the cream always rises to the top. No matter what your circumstances are, if you are determined, you will make your way. That said, I've noticed the reports from Dr. Drom. The last 3 experiments we did where the subject who remained in the nest encountered the one who got away, and, well, the one who remained is still on top.
God damn it.
I'm not, yeah, because we're both, I think, at this point thinking they're talking about us.
Yeah,
but now I'm
exactly.
confused.
Yeah, I will say, one that got away. That sounds alarming. I'm sorry. Did someone leave the care of Dr. Drum? Did someone escape from your institute before they could be rehabilitated? Is that what I'm understanding?
Escape. No one escapes.
Oh yeah, shouldn't have said that word. That was a mistake on my part.
See, he smiles. Do you want to gift the gab, Jeff?
Fuck no! I got something else I want to say that I'm definitely going to gift the gab. So
all right, you see, no one escapes from the institute. We let them go.
He'll
All
sort of
part of the experiment.
But the one that remained at the institute, you said, is doing very well.
Oh, fantastic!
You said, or my lady, you said this, didn't you not?
Yes, I read the reports the doctor sends me.
Right, and I apologize, doctor. I'm not sure why that's the word that jumped to the forefront of my mind. How many, on average, are you rehabilitating? Is there a set number of children you have there that you work with and that have re-entered society? Any sort of statistic that you all are working with?
Oh, aside from those who are earmarked for experimentation into my processes, the ones who receive full rehabilitation coursework are all 100% returned into society.
Oh, I had assumed that no one returned to society because they were incurable.
They are until I'm done with them.
Incredible.
That's wonderful.
Golf
Should
clap.
I roll deception or?
I'm golf clapping because I don't know what else to do at this point.
That's wonderful. I am so excited to learn more about the process and become more involved.
Yes, what sort of experiments do you do? What is this? Is it sort of like talk therapy? I know you are on the cutting edge of, I think it's called psychology, whatever your science is. What do these experiments entail?
You see, Lady Stormrun speaks up again as the main entree is brought in. Now, I don't believe trade secrets should be shared with someone outside of the ownership organization.
Fair enough. Absolutely. I did not mean to pry. Just an area of curiosity.
Certainly.
It's
And
cutting
of course,
edge.
family secrets are of great importance to me,
They
my
are.
Lady Stormrun, and I hope you trust my discretion.
Tell me, young Lord Strauss, how is your sister Olessa? I assume sister, right?
Oh man. Well, now I'm definitely going to try to read her mind.
Yeah.
She said, actually,
I'm wondering if I got.
I would try to read Aaliyah's, or no, who said, was it Aaliyah or Althea who said
Althea
Henry
said
Strauss?
Both came up with Strauss. We both
I would go.
did.
Okay, so then whoever was the one that said it out loud, that's the one I would go to and hope that you're at the forefront of your mind. You would tell me whether or not that's a sister or what I would need to know to respond.
That would be me.
Okay,
I think it was both of us, to be honest. But yeah.
Canonically, it is Althea who jumped in and said it.
Okay.
I will let the 20 stand because Althea rolled a history check on who it would be. It would be Strauss. So her mind, you're thinking right now, Olessa doesn't have a brother, so you'd have to be a cousin.
Okay. And is Olessa the person that Avon is connected to?
Yes, that's his fiance.
That's
Jesus
fiance.
But we don't know this.
Fuck.
You
Well,
implicate
I
my
don't know
fiance,
anything
I will
about
murder all of you.
I was gonna say, you know who we should talk about? That investigator, Avon. I will say, I'm sorry, lady. You might be mistaken. I'm a cousin of Alessa. My understanding is she doesn't have a brother unless someone was born fairly recently. But obviously, I would be too old to be a baby. God damn it! This is not convincing. No, I'm
Of
a
course.
cousin.
How silly of me to make that mistake.
Can I
Tell me.
insight check her?
Yeah, go for it.
She's gonna have a.
She was totally trying to trap you.
Oh,
Fuck. Good lord.
can I insight check her?
Sure.
I'm gonna use one of my gifted looks.
Okay.
Good
Your
call.
second one.
20.
20. She seems suspicious of Joyblade.
Mm-hmm. I'm not doing a good job. Let's be honest. So that's fair.
Of course.
If I can insight as well, because honestly, I'm also nervous about this whole thing.
Like, yeah, go for it.
I do think she might be trying to trap him.
21 save. Yeah, your aunt's getting suspicious of Joyblade. She looks and goes, I'm so sorry I made that mistake. Tell me, have you heard one of her violin performances? I hear they're divine.
Okay, can I have a history check? What do I know about this?
Man, I know out of character that is a fucking piano.
And what has Rosalind told me about them?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you have Rosalind's. You have Rosalind's notes.
But I don't know if I have them right now. But I would.
You definitely don't have them right now. I can guarantee you, you don't have them on you. The question becomes: did you take the time to study them in anything other than the relation to her death?
I feel like I would have because of the same reason. I'm interested in this whole thing, and
Okay.
I did just write an oracle, you know.
Yeah. Roll me a history check with advantage because you have those notes.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
And I'm going to also, as I'm trying to recall this, grab Joyblade's hand and try to get him to look into my eyes and
yeah,
you are so handsome, I say, and hoping that you pick up on you should read my mind.
I'm gonna insight check, but I'm gonna use my action point to do it because I'm struggling right now. Because I want to see if I can pick it up. 20. I feel like I would pick up that you're trying to tell me something, and I would listen into your thoughts to see what you're trying.
Listen in, you hear Elia's surface thought. She's a pianist. Angie, who do you want to give an action point to?
I feel like Jeff is gonna need it.
Well, Jeff just used his, so he might be the only one available for an action point.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna need it back, I think. So yeah.
I'll take it. I will give you a wink and say out loud. I do enjoy your compliments, and I'll turn back to Lady Stormrun and go, if I'm not mistaken, she plays the piano, correct, Lady Stormrun? So, I mean, with dinner and so many conversations, it's easy to get confused, but she is a trained pianist, and it's not the violin that she plays.
See, she smiles at you. Goes, of course. I'm just so forgetful these days about, little things like that. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. This dinner looks amazing.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, did I get stuck with salad?
Yep.
Oh, this bitch.
Yeah, Joyblade and everybody else has a full roast duck in front of them, and you have a salad.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of dressing is on the salad?
Probably would be duck à l'orange.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cut some
You
up.
are totally giving me bites of your food.
I was gonna say I was gonna cut up part of the duck and offer to add it to your salad to this. Seems weird that you're not eating duck too. Would you?
No, I am watching my figure, but I would love a taste, and I will just lean in and take a taste off of your fork.
I will give you a taste and really well done.
I'll lick my lips and.
Yeah. Oh, I got enough distracting me. And so, Lady Stormrun, you and Dr. Drom how long have you all been working together? It seems like a long-standing relationship.
Several years now since I took over the operations for the or the ownership of the hospital, and we reorganized it. And then I brought Dr. Drum in.
Mm, mm. Um, he will kind of Joyblade will kind of nod, and then probably Aaliyah and Althea, if she's within the same row, would notice him kind of like nodding, but like very much turning his head down and clenching his jaw as he's trying to reason through how to respond to this conversation.
Althea decides to save the day and says, "My lady, this is lovely duck."
Sorry, my child was in here, or I would have interjected something. Okay, was there something odd about duck à l'orange? Was that like something personal?
No, Joyblade was freezing up, and Althea came to save the day because I was.
I'm sorry.
Losing the
I would have had Aaliyah step in, but my child was in the room.
Althea did a great job. Yeah, she did a great job.
See, Stormrun looks over at you, surprised that you've spoken up at the table, Althea.
Oh dear.
She's like, her surface thoughts are shit.
You should stick in somebody's mind, so you'd
I would, seeing Althea try to save me, say, Lady Aaliyah is very lucky to have someone so handy by her side. Althea really is quite talented, very attentive, an excellent person to have by anybody's side.
She is. I came to hire her in the tradition of ladies in waiting, and in which someone like that should be a lady's best friend, not merely a servant.
Well,
and I know that my lady knows how much Althea means to me.
I'll say this for her. She can hold her breath for quite a while.
She clenches her feet.
Oh, Joyblade, you might be on your own as Aaliyah.
All right, we're gonna pause at the tense dinner and hop over to the Swans Little Parade.
Oh no.
Where Avon is front row next to the piano with a small glass of wine, just watching his fiancée masterfully play the piano.
He is enraptured. The first time that they met was when she was performing, and he's never heard anything like it before. Yeah, and he is just enamored. He loves it when she plays. It's the most amazing thing.
While this is going on, Ari, you arrive into the place. You're checked by the maitre d' as you walk in. Oh, Mr. Ari, I've not seen you in quite some time. You know your family is always welcome here. Brandon, you're muted.
I'm drinking.
Fair.
Thank you. Good evening. You wouldn't happen to have seen a couple of the Knights of Helm, Order of the Gilded Eye, come by here, have you?
Oh, yes. They arrived not so long ago. They're sitting over there at the countertop, at the bar, as it were.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And I will go wander over to them.
Cool. As you're heading down over to see them, you corner over your eye catch, notice that Avon's here as well. Like I said, over there, what table closest to the pianist?
I'll take a little detour, just tap Avon on the shoulder and say, "Hey, good to see you here."
Oh, Ori. Sorry, I get enraptured every time I listen to her. Yes.
The music is quite beautiful.
Yes. I'll introduce you later, but if you're here for people, don't let me bog you down.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm just going to be over here. A couple of the knights of my former order are here, and thought that maybe I should stop by and grab some drinks with them if I was in town.
Of course. If they decide to leave at anything, I'd love to hear some stories about your exploits with Waffle, because all I have is lawsuits
Expense reports.
and expense reports.
I can relay some tales about Waffle. Yes.
That would be wonderful. But yes, go, please. Don't let me keep you.
All right, I will see you in a little bit.
Mm.
And I go wander over, and do I see Guillaume and... Wait a minute. I thought I found it. Maybe I didn't. Was it Krakos or something like that?
Krakos? That sounds fine enough.
Krelos? I don't know.
We're going to go with Krelos. Maybe I'll listen to our first session later on and I'll track it down. But not terribly important now. Krelos is not here, but Diom is with two other knights you don't quite recognize. See, he's kind of talking with him. He sees you, gives you a big smile, steps off his stool, comes over to you, holds out his hand, gives you a hearty handshake.
Yep. Reciprocate with a hearty handshake. Yes. Guillaume, good to see you.
All right. It's good to see you too. You look good.
Thank you. You too. So, what are you up to? You're a knight now.
Yeah. I just got sworn in last week.
Oh, right. Nice. Good. So, what brings you into Zobek?
There's some strange business going around. Tell me, Ari, have you joined a new order yet?
I've not joined an order proper, no.
You feel a sensation of divine magic kind of pulse over you. Roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Arcana with advantage. 12.
He just cast divine sense on you. You're not sure why or what that was about, but you know that divine sense works kind of like echolocation. It's a pulse, and whatever the pulse hits kind of gives off a resounding pulse back. So you feel the wave kind of pass over you, and you see relief on Diom's face as he gets his answer back from whatever he sensed on you.
Interesting. So, what did you sense?
He goes, "Can we talk in the other room, away from things?"
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Yeah, he flags the bartender, gets you each a very nice glass of ale, and you guys go to one of the back rooms that looks over one of the balcony kind of things. He's over there. He goes, first of all, I'm sorry, Ari. I had to be sure.
You sure?
The oracles in the employ of the order recently got word that a godless had sprung up in Zobek, and I knew that you're about at that point in your training. You're not assigned to any order. I was afraid it might be you, but I had to be sure so I could I let everyone else know that you're not on the list of suspects.
A godless.
I'm going to lore drop you right now.
Okay.
This is information that is not known to anybody outside of Paladin orders. It is kept extremely quiet. All Paladins have divine magic from somewhere.
Yep.
Because obviously we all know that Paladins start at level 1, but don't swear oaths to anything until level 3. So there's always kind of this unspoken question of where do you get your powers from before you swear your oath? And every order kind of has their small little explanation for where this comes from. Like, oh, you just get it from the magnification of all gods. Just all gods kind of put it into a pool, and anyone can just pull from it from a little bit until you're ready to make your oath. Some orders believe that because you're squired, you're like piggybacking off your master, and so on and so on. Of course, Krelos always spoke about his idea that it didn't matter who or what you swore your oath to, because the source of your power was almost always the same, some kind of divine source that the gods get their powers from as well. Absolute heresy to speak of. So from that comes the point of what a godless is. A godless is somebody who didn't swear an oath, but continued to draw more and more power, passing that level 3 buffer zone still without being tied to a god, and yet still having divine magic. Heresy that is so problematic if it gets out would, be politically a huge nightmare for all of the paladin orders, and in other ways to just raises too many problems. Mostly the belief that you're often told is that a godless is stealing divine magic without being bound to a god.
Okay.
Because yeah, so I'm glad that that's not you. You swore. Who'd you end up swearing to? It's not Helm.
Cores.
Helm, right?
No, I ended up swearing to Cores.
It's not a bad god. Sun god. Sun. That's a solid choice. You gonna seek out one of their orders?
Perhaps I will, but at the moment I seem to have some other things that I must attend to first. Seems to be some problems with the undead realms.
See, nods his head again. Find work for Paladin. He goes, sorry, if you need like a word into one of the other orders or something, I'd be happy to help you make sure you land on your feet. I know it's tough going out on your own.
Indeed, indeed. But my elven heritage tends to well, you remember the discussions we had back at the order.
See, kind of nods his head. He goes, yeah, I know you did see eye to eye with how things were done in the order. Hey, it is what it is, right? We're still on the same side, fighting the good fight.
Yep, indeed, indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a godless somewhere in Zobek. You hadn't seen anything that might point us in a direction or anything, right?
No, I haven't. I mean, well, yeah, you remember back in the were you there in the stables? What's his name? I can't remember now. Was talking about how we didn't have to have gods. He was the standard heresy,
Oh yeah, Krelos. Yeah, he's always going on about that stuff. Man, we were so drunk that night, though.
Oh yeah.
No, Krelos is he's still back. He's still doing squire work. Okay. Krelos. He always get himself into trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you catch any wind about that, forward it over to me. Don't go walking in against the godless on your own. That's just dangerous stuff, man. We never know how their magic's going to react and how things are going to go. Better to go in always in a squad. I hear there's weird things going on in Zobek. Did you know that at the Temple of Rava, someone destroyed the Oracle today?
I had heard about that. Yes.
Frankly, that's my number one suspect right now. It's like, what else would a godless do but like run around and destroy an oracle on the most holy of days for a temple? Like that's what godless do.
Actually, I don't think it was a godless.
What do you think it was then?
Well, I happened to have gone by the temple that day. I
Today.
think it was today. Yes, earlier.
Mhm.
I think it was just somebody asking impertinent questions.
Oh god! All right, I forgot how funny you were. Like, yeah, because someone could ask an impertinent question to an oracle whose whole fucking deal is answering questions and make it explode. God, all right, you can't just believe what you hear on the street. All right, you got to do your own investigation. Come on, let's go get fucking drunk.
Okay. Let's get.
Throws his arm over your shoulder
already.
Take you back over to the bar. God, I hadn't seen you in forever. And he comes walking back in. He goes, God damn it, why is it still this way with you? We walk into this room. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of female eyes that had just tracked right over to you.
What can I say? It's that young elven lord look, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, let's go get drunk.
All right, what kind of meals do they have here? I don't think I've actually been in here before.
You see the bartender at the back and like pulls out a long scroll. It goes, we have all of these ales available for you, sir. We also have a complete selection of wines. If you would like the elven sensibilities, may I suggest the elven wine circa 943 DR?
That might be interesting.
Fantastic, sir.
Say, Guillaume, do you remember the young lady Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. I ran into her recently. Doesn't quite seem the same.
Really?
Is it? I'm just assuming that
It was talking about the same Aaliyah, like always with her nose in a book, constantly going over history theory and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think maybe she might have any insights on this godless running around?
I could probably ask her. I'll probably be seeing her tomorrow or something.
No, I can't let you be doing all this investigation stuff. I mean, you're not even getting paid for it. And you said you got your own adventure thing. I was like, where's she staying at? I'll go give it, head down there, go give it a talk to.
She's at her family's estate.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, cool. I'll head over that place tomorrow.
Okay. Just be careful. I got a chance to meet her aunt. I don't really like her. She just, overpowers certain paladin sensibilities.
One of those types. Yeah, politics are the worst. Politicians are the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna clear off from there and jump back over to the dinner party as dessert is being served.
Do I get any dessert?
Yes, but it's another salad.
No, I'm totally sharing off of Joyblade's plate.
Yeah. If you don't get one, I'll share with you for sure.
Everyone gets a nice small little slice of cake, expertly done up. Yeah, Aaliyah's is a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I will, of course, not say a thing about that.
The doctor goes, very well. Then we are conducted and concluded our business. In summary, everything goes as according to plan. We are poised to begin making actual profit running the center with all the knowledge that we are gaining and selling out wholesale to the psychiatry market. And young Miss Aaliyah, we look forward to you visiting tomorrow. I shall have my best assistant to give you the full tour.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And shall your companion be joining you on this tour?
If he is welcome, I would very much like to bring him. Of course, that is at your and my aunt's discretion.
Of course, by all means. Bring him.
Then I will.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Aaliyah is happy with this. This was kind of what she was trying to steer for anyway. whoever is whispering, "Don't go." I'm so glad to hear he'll be welcome. I know he's been extremely interested in this as well.
Most interested, yeah.
Eat some cake to fill the awkward silence.
Yeah, I will. Are they like wrapping up and like standing up to leave? Is that what they're indicating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good. Let's get out of here.
As they
polite for us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was gonna say. Like I would want to follow their lead as like if the doctor stands up alongside Lady Stormrun, I'd like to stand up as they stand up too. And then as they stand up, I would graciously say, this has been a lovely evening. I very much appreciate you allowing me to join you at your table. Very just incredible, very generous. And one last parting message for you both before I leave you to it. I'll be sure to let the Baba Yaga know you sent your regards, and then I'll cast Gift of Gab after I say that part.
Okay,
about
how
the Baba
many
Yaga.
people does that affect? Does that
Anyone
affect
everybody but Joyblade?
Yeah, everyone who's within
so
that
I
range.
did not catch
catch
that.
that.
Okay.
No, Joyblade, you do catch the moment of eyes widening before you cast that spell. You feel everything just kind of ripple around you and reset 5 seconds prior.
Yeah, that includes me.
Yeah, that's really just for you guys as the players.
Yes.
And then I'll say, like I was saying, excellent. Just well done all around. Thank you. I hope to see you all again soon. And I will very politely scoot my chair back. And then if Aaliyah is ready, also like assist in scooting your chair back.
Yes, thank you.
Althea is going to be escorting as she does.
Of course. What would I do without you to look after my virtue?
Brad, really quick, do I get a sense that the spell worked on the doctor and Lady Stormrun?
It rewinds time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it like erases their memory essentially.
It's kind of vague in how it actually works. I just say it resets time because that makes more sense to me.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I almost felt like you were like, I was like, Brad's gonna walk me right into a trap because I can't resist this fucking bait and like.
I was thinking you were about to stab somebody, to be honest. But you know what? It's better to wait for the tour, okay?
Yeah.
We'll learn more.
The tour that they very clearly want me to be on. It's not a trap. I will get out of the way.
God, if Jeff was a catfish, there would literally just be a piece of cheese on a hook.
I'm not easy. Yeah, it's not hard to get me to bite.
Maybe we should try some vice versa stuff for that later.
Okay, clear the hall. We'll get out.
Let's go. Jenny will show you your way back to your room once Aaliyah has retired, if you'll just wait a moment.
I'll wait.
Yeah, that would be awfully sad. If I, run in,
he's gone.
Change and then wow.
Oh boy. No, I'll wait.
Althea takes one of the pins out of her hair, points it at Joyblade, and says, "I'm watching you."
You don't need to watch too close.
You're not here for this. Shoot, go away.
You hear the voice come from the door of her room.
Spending 5 seconds becoming a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably yanking out of the dress and putting on something more servant-like. But yeah.
Cool. Come back out. Althea, you retire for the evening as Jenny escorts Joyblade back to his room.
And has some spicy kissing.
I am interested in knowing what you are interested in.
All right, let us get our seduction rules out of the way as we close tonight's session.
I just wanted to know if I am going to show up my true form, or if we're going to do something really weird, or what.
A little of this, a little of that.
All right. So for Joyblade and Aaliyah,
what did we get?
We got something that's actually completely correct anyway, and actually already occurred tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
It was
that's
good.
valid.
That's
I
valid. I
will
think
show
I think
you
I
the
want to roll
picture.
one more to see if we get something more appropriate. If I don't like the new one though, we're just not going to keep it.
Okay. I was finding a picture. What did we get?
Man, I'm just when it comes to these rolls.
No, I got
I'm
that
just-
with freaking Lazarus before. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's just
No.
Okay. Last
Rusty.
one.
rusty.
Last one. Just because we hit that one the last time the two of you had characters that hooked up the first time. And I don't like it when we repeat on a D100 and spend all that time making that wheel for fucking repeats. There actually
Doesn't make
is
sense.
some credence to this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What?
I like that one.
Later on, this is going to make more sense.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm going to say that unknown to Aaliyah, she now has a charge of wish.
Okay. Okay. So Jeff, this is what her true form looks like if he had expressed interest in
Yeah, he would have
knowing
asked.
that.
Yeah, he would have asked
So-
for that. Yeah.
Very pale, kind of smaller, more slender, I think, but changeling, yeah.
Cool.
And the shadow, I got ripped into there.
Wrapping
But
up.
Wrapping
I
up, we need to
wonder what it
hit
was.
Yep.
Avon's
Right.
seduction roll.
Yep.
We
Oh, was
just
this,
hit that
Brian's
one
seduction?
earlier. So I'm not doing that one because that was what we got for Joyblade and Arabella.
Yeah. This is for Avon and
Oh my god, that is so bad for Avon.
Yeah, that's bad. I like it.
But Avon gets permanent +1 wisdom
That's good.
I'll take that.
as Avon has a dream that night of his past widowed wife.
Oh,
Man.
it is he. Ooh.
Oh boy.
You are going to run just a little bit long here. Brandon, I know you got to go soon, so I'm going to wrap this up quick as I can.
Oh, I'm good till 9.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know I have a wish, correct?
You don't know you have a wish, but if I catch you saying the words "I wish," it's going to happen.
Awesome. All right.
Avon, do you find yourself? What was her name again?
Petra.
Etra. You find yourself at a picnic with Etra. Both of
Petra.
you.
Petra. Yeah.
Tetra. Gotcha.
Yeah.
With Tetra.
Petra.
He is in Papa.
Petra. Papa.
Like
Papa
Peter.
Echo Tango Romeo Alpha.
Petra. Okay.
Petra. Yeah.
From long ago, one of your earliest dates, the sun shining down upon you as you sit here on this little picnic blanket. She looks at you and goes, "It's been too long, darling."
It has. How's the sun dealing with your wings?
Oh, it's not too bad. You get used to it.
Yeah. I know that it gets a little bit irritating at times.
I've been thinking of investing in one of those really big umbrella things for when I'm out in the sun.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
They are, but I don't want to feel like one of those, debutantes out walking around with that thing with the gigantic poofy skirts. So she looks over and like walking down the street, there is exactly one of those with the barrel umbrella.
Yeah. Avon just kind of like brushes his hand along the side of her feathers and just go, "Darling, you could have a rock feather umbrella, the most garish thing in the world, and you'd still look beautiful to me."
Maybe now, but not later. Not after this. And you look back, you look down and you see like the middle of her dress, right where her sternum is. is just slowly spreading blood.
Oh. Oh, no, not again, not again. No. Shit.
This is where it ends, darling.
It doesn't end. It doesn't end now. It doesn't. Please. Please, you can't.
It's just the end of one and the beginning of another.
Go soon.
You have to find her. Talia. And you wake up. And that's where we end this week.
Whew. I was afraid we were going to end with a paladin doing his divine sense on me. Finding out I'm Fae.
Before we end, so that way you guys can get a picture, Petra is an owlin.
Yeah, you said feathers. I figured it had to be something like that.
Either an Aarakocra or an owlin. Or
there are like 5 bird races now.
Yeah.
But yeah, his first wife was an owlin.
All right. Well, everyone, say goodnight.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Jeff, I'm probably going to type into roleplay about stuff. Like, not the kinky stuff. Just
who's next on?
Nobody was thinking that but you.
Oh, right.
Who's next?
After the softcore porn from the last.
Yeah. I like in my
Brian, please tell me that +1 wisdom did not make your passive perception even fucking higher.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Level 4 will though.
That's where we got now.
Are we going to level 4?
No.
Not yet.
Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you join the Discord for art announcements and shenanigans, and we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night, stream.
You cry literally 2